Oh, I started early. Yeah, I started early. We'll get this thing cracking. Get this thing cracking early. That way we can be sort of full swing in about 7 minutes. Let that audience build, mother, yeah. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Ooh, they're flooding in. Oh, boy. Oh, high expectations. Oh, unrealistically high expectations. 13, 16, 19. Too many people. That's it. Too much pressure. Good night. Click. Oh, hello. Good Lord, 27 of you? All right, 28? My goodness. All right, I'll give this thing about 5 more minutes. Damn, full auto in this bitch. Hey, girl. I'll give this thing about 5-6 more minutes to build up. Give it some time for the homies to get in. Then I'm gonna start shit talking. How is everyone's day? This fucking rant is brought to you by High Life. It is the champagne of beers. And if we're gonna get fancy, we're gonna go High Life. Wait, is DJ in this bitch? What the fuck? Damn, no pressure, right? What did you do, Ethan? What did you do, little Ethan? Yeah, I know you're in Florida. Yo, if you were competing at NSL, hit your boys up. What's DJ got? If you competed this weekend, hit your boys up. Let them know I'm live. I'm going to give it a couple more minutes just to kind of let the chat build up and let all the guys in here. Just because I want to make sure there is a decent amount of dudes from the weekend that are actually in the chat. And I know adult Ethan is in here. Ethan from ShotZone. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I thought he was going to create a spam account. Oh, shit. I do what I want. There's beer in my NSL. Jason's in here. All kinds of people. Ooh. Is that the Coach Torres? No pressure. No pressure. No pressure. No pressure. I'm just kind of rocking out to like Twitch on my Chromecast right now. So I got my Chromecast up. So if any of you DM me and there is a lag in like my response to DMs, I apologize. So I'm running I'm running my live off my phone, but if any of you DM me, I'm going to answer through my Chromebook, which has the web Instagram stuff up. Because my Chromebook also has my notes. There's that green beanie wearing son of a bitch. And how did you win? Who did you talk to that chick who I look on NSL tournaments? Oh, me. Got 33 people in here? Good grace. Great googly movie. No pressure on me, right? Can I boost that phone up a little? So I got like a pistol, like let me show you the setup I got for this thing right now. Let me disconnect this. Alright, switch that, boop. So this is the setup I'm using. So my phone's going to be sitting here, and I'm going to charge it through here because I left my damn, my little docking station basically at the house. So if I'm a little late in responding to your chat comments, it's because there's that pistol case handle is blocking it. That's why. Pause, please. Talk to the hand. All right. Bro, if Mark's in here, I'm ready to go. I'm just saying, if we got Australia in the house, you already know it's going to get wild. All right, so there's about 35 dudes in here. It seems like, oh, Kevin, I forgot to call you back. Oh, well. I stopped pooping. All right, let's get this shit cracking. So it is, I will wait 2 more minutes. Fuck him. 2 more minutes, because now Dice is rolling in, the homies are rolling in. I want to make sure enough of the homies are in here. So there's 34, 35 dudes in the chat. 36 dudes in the chat. So, all right, let's get it cracking. So the format I'm going to be using is, first I'm going to give my observations on stuff. The subjects from order is going to be, I'm going to start with like the ref in the field, PBZ. Ref in the field kind of are in the same category for me. Kind of not. The format and players and like how they played the format, essentially. Kind of my thoughts on sort of the future of NSL, and then I'm going to open it up to the guests. So, in order, I don't know when these guys are going to show up, but there isn't any. Yo, go to the NSL thing in Tampa, because it's going to be, I think it's going to be really fun. The order for guest list that I have confirmed, Baby James and a couple other of his teammates that were competing under the Bloodline name. But Kappa Customs wanted to slide in. So, okay. Yeah, that whole clothesline thing. I'll talk about that. Remind me about that. Don't let that slip. After La Kappa Customs, Corn Armaments, who is one of the refs, I think he is also one of the employees of the field. I can't recall exactly. That whole weekend's kind of a blur. So let me turn the Muzak down. So it was on 30% volume for me, so I was like, ooh, ooh. Ethan, my little Ethan, if you have the ability to go, since you're already in Florida, go for it, dude. For me, it was fun. Overall, I had a great time. I got to meet Blake. Keep in mind, I had nothing to lose. I had nothing to gain or lose from the success or failure of this event. I just went to hang out and meet dudes and just sort of chill. So, worst case scenario, I would have gotten to witness like a total fire sale dumpster fire of an event, and that really wasn't the case. I mean, it was cracking PBZ. I mean, okay, you know, nothing's perfect, but pretty smooth given everything. Tacos should be going. I think Andy and the SEA crew, I assume, are going to go. And probably a few dudes from SoCal are probably going to go. But as far as NorCal, it's really just tacos and SEA. That's it. It's from Northern California. I mean, that's where, fuck, man. SoCal don't really give a fuck about NSL. Let's be real. SoCal is still doing Speed QB, Jungle Ball, Syndicate, and dude, that indoor milsim N1 is doing is sick. So, let's keep in mind, let's get this thing cracking. In any, I told Steve if he wanted to jump in, he'd be more than welcome to jump in. In any external tournament. Now, when I say external, I mean Speed QB, I mean external to the field. So a field for me is like, I call them in-house tournaments. So like if True Aim puts on a tournament, that's in-house because I get to keep all the money. An external format would be like your Speed QBs, CSL, NSL, anyone that wants to come in and use the field, I refer to that as an external format. So if you hear me use the phrase external, that's what it means. Like non-organic. In any external format, there's going to be a balance of what the format provides and what the field provides. And this is, look, say what you want about community. This is ultimately about dollars. Duties and responsibilities come down to dollars. What are you going to pay for? So say whatever you want. It will always, 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 always come down to money. And when I say always, you're talking to a guy that's been in the business of tournaments since 2016. So I think I got a pretty good foundation for which to speak upon. Money will always dictate the duties and the responsibilities on both parties. And by both parties, I mean the format and the field. And I think overall, from what I saw, it was probably just a breakdown in communication, maybe between both, or they thought they could get away with not paying for this thing and just use volunteers. Well, that didn't work out too well, and we'll kind of go over that. Let's talk about the ref staff. It's getting kind of warm in here. Scroll up to my notes. Ref staff. The main problem that the refs had was there's two groups of refs. There were the American refs and the European refs. Already, that's fucked. That's totally fucked. Because what you're saying is there isn't one team. It was, oh, the European refs do it this way, the American refs do that way. As soon as I started hearing those two terms, as soon as players and everyone was starting to identify refs as US and European, I knew shit was going to have problems. Like, you already know off the jump something's going to get fucked up, because that tells me that not everyone is on the same team. Let's look at NBA, or look at any professional sport. There's no such thing as that. They're all refs. Like, there's no, there's these NFL refs, or these are East Coast refs, or these are Dixieland refs, or these are Midwest refs. No. They're NFL refs, and that shit is it. There is no distinction between the two. Now, that's not necessarily anyone's fault. I'm not kind of going into that in a second. The U.S. refs were volunteers who, according to Ethan, the field owner, got about 20 minutes-ish of NSL-specific training. Because they were volunteers. Let's go back to the grouping. I know, right? Everyone's talking shit right now. It's great. In that ref group, there's only one real distinction or one real title. So within reffing, you might have line refs based on where they stand every time. Okay, you have the umpire, then you have like the first base guy segment, things like that. So there are sort of titles within there. But there should only be refs and then a head ref. That was the first thing that I noticed, that there wasn't, to my knowledge, no one was self-identified as head ref. Bacon, restate that for me, because the chat's going wild and I'm missing shit right now. I did not see anyone identify as the head ref. I would assume Jeff was the head ref, because that's sort of like anytime I've seen something about the Zebra Gang, Jeff is typically the spokesperson of that. Typically. So I, as just sort of like the casual fan, someone that watches the NSL lives, I would have been like, okay, I guess Jeff's the head ref, but I don't know. I heard the field... what's it say? I heard the field owner fucking almost ruined the event, so fuck field owner. I mean, that's not really true. We'll go into that, though. Keep in mind, the field owner's in the chat. ShotZone Indy is the field owner. What about the money that we all had? Yeah, you're not wrong. I'm going to get into that also. So getting with that, I didn't see a head ref. So here's why I say that. Because you had US refs, quote unquote, taking orders from Ethan. And then you had the European refs, quote unquote, taking orders from the NSL guys. And there was like this weird war between the refs kind of shit from what I saw and from what players were telling me. It's like, hey, they said one thing, this dude said this thing, but there was no head ref that said, I don't give a fuck what the field owner says, I don't give a fuck what Five says. I'm the head ref, what I fucking say goes with all these refs, and if no one likes that, we need to stop the event right now and fucking figure this shit out. That was the other thing that never happened. Once we started getting and going, Only one time, I think towards the end, on Sunday, only one time did everyone come together and have like this powwow of refs going into the finals. Now, I was not privy to that, but that's what seemed to have happened going into the finals. Well, that shit should have happened before we started the first match on Saturday. But, I mean, but it's not on the field to do that, because it was not a ShotZone event. This was an NSL event. So I'll go into this, but if you have so here's what you should blame ShotZone for. Air. You got a problem with the tank fills. What ShotZone was handling is what you should blame ShotZone for. What NSL was handling is what you're going to blame NSL for. Now, what were those particular things? Bro, we don't know. We're not privy to that information. We could guess based on what we saw, but we don't know what that shit was. There was rules inconsistency, straight up. So, let's look at Sunday. Now, my understanding, Grant, I have not read the rules. I have not taken the time to read the rule set. However, what I'm being told is if you're shooting in the middle of a game and you yell, "Get the fuck out," "Get him the fuck out," you get pulled. Or maybe you don't get pulled, but you get a penalty. But there's some sort of repercussion that's supposed to happen. It's in the commentary, guys. I don't remember what team it was. It was Sunday. I remember this happened 2 occasions on Sunday. But it didn't. He yelled it, got shot, went to the dead box, and then there were no penalties assessed. I don't remember what team it was, but it was one of the matches on Sundays, at least halfway in the day. But I made a note of it in commentary, like, oh, that guy messed up. He's going to get a penalty. Oh, no, he didn't. Okay. The other issue that came up, similar, was, I don't remember what, it was one of the finals. I think it was Elite. I think there was a kid that was yelling, "Get him out, get him out, get him out." Bro, top of his lungs. And you could hear the observers going, ooh, because they knew that was a no-no. But nothing was happening. So, again, whose event was it? Who was responsible for enforcing the rules? The refs. Wait a minute. Let's analyze this. We had 2 groups of refs. Did we not have 2 groups of refs? So, because there was problems with the reffing, there's going to be problems with rules enforcement. But what I had heard from one of the refs was that they were being told one thing. They were being restricted in some way. And I'll have one of the homies, I can't remember, Corn Armaments will be on here to explain the ref part. Yeah, see, that's the thing. We were told you could say that. But if you're so let's say you can say "get him out" and that's acceptable, but "get him the fuck out" is not. That's a penalty, if I understand correctly. But here we go. Now let's talk about the US refs, the volunteer ref. Pause for beer break. Players just showed everyone why no one wants to fucking volunteer as a ref for airsoft tournaments. I am praying for Tampa's ref staff. Bro, good luck. After they just saw and heard all these things about player, if you're a ref, if you're supposed to be a ref for Tampa, and you're not second guessing your decision, you a saint. You an airsoft saint. You should be knighted. But if you're a ref and go, "Oh, I'm going to be one of the refs for Tampa," God bless you, my son. Look at how they're spoken at now. Fuck those guys. Those guys are fucking trash. Fucking trash refs, blah, blah, blah. So now, when NSL goes to another field and says, hey, we need refs, don't be surprised if that field goes, bro, no one wants to ref your events because of how shitty everyone was to those guys at Indiana. Am I fucking wrong? Am I crazy? I mean, Minnie, if you want, I'll add you in later. I'll say this till I'm blue in the face. I personally have employees that refuse to ref tournaments. All they want to deal with is public play. I have employees that don't want to do this. They would rather not show up and not get paid than ref a tournament. Because this is how it goes. This is the American competitive airsoft scene. If it's a Speed QB event, if it's a CSL event, if it's an NSL event, it's still the same guys talking the same shit to everyone. You're just doing it after you play a different rule set. Please someone say I'm wrong. You could say, refs need to have thick skin all they want, but why are we blaming volunteers that were inadequately trained for not performing a task? This is what, 20... Ethan, owner of ShotZone, let us know how much training they have, because at first I heard 2 days, and even that ain't shit. Me teaching you a task for 2 days, depending on as intricate as the NSL format is not enough time. Because what's the quality of that training, what's the quality of that time, so on and so forth. But what do you expect when volunteers get 20 minutes of training and then get thrown to the wolves on a complex airsoft tournament format? I don't understand why people are complaining. What did you expect? No one got paid. None of those refs got paid. You kidding me? You can't blame 4 European refs for everything. It's not the individual's fault, because when you sign a contract, when you list the duties and responsibilities, and when you start talking about money, who's going to pay to get those refs trained? Case in point, when Adam did the NSL training or the NSL training event at my field, I paid my refs to go. I gave them, that counted on their hours for their time card. They got paid on the clock. I gave them money. That was part of their job, was to report to that training event, and then they got it on their check. Not everyone's going to do that. And I'm out here in California. You know how expensive shit is out here? It's insane. Pause for a beer break. I will talk about the Friday thing. But even the NFL, bro, look at the LeBron thing, where he got his forearm slapped or whatever, and homeboy got the camera out like, yo, look at the camera. Even in the NBA, even in the NFL, refs are going to make mistakes because everyone's human. So, while you're saying it is almost impossible to say at the same paragraph, fuck these refs, we need better refs. Well, no, there's no incentive for me, the player, to ref. How about this? Here's something I bet no one wants to fucking do. If you were a top 5 team, if you placed in the top 5 bracket at Indiana, one of your players should ref for free at Tampa. Uh-oh. Now let's call it what it is. Who better to ref NSL than the best teams out there, than the players from the best teams? You were top 5, give up a motherfucker to ref Tampa. Otherwise, shut your fucking mouth. Because if you, at the top of the chain, are not willing to give up a player to ref NSL, and you know the NSL format to the point where you won, not only were you winning, you were dunking on dudes on Saturday, you should give up a player for free. And that player should have a sufficient amount of training. So who's going to do that? Who from the top 5 is going to go, you know what, I'm going to forego playing so I can make sure this reffing gets done. Because all these dudes saying, fuck these refs, I don't see them saying, you know what, fuck these refs, I'm going to ref the next one. That's how frustrated I am at this ref staff. I will take it upon myself to make this shit better. Nah, fuck these refs, someone else has to do better. Are you going to do it? No, I'm going to play. Bitch, are you fucking high? Just saying, just throwing that out there. A lot of dudes throwing smoke, not a lot of dudes volunteering to be refs. I'm just throwing smoke at everyone. Oh, everyone's getting a fucking shot today. I'm gonna get a beer in a second. Just throwing it out there. Clip this. Mikey, why do you want to roll up to the shop? Clip this and use this everywhere. If you are a top 5 team and you are not going to ref the NSL, don't complain about reffing, because you are not going to take it upon yourself to make it better. You're going to bitch, piss, and moan and not take any proactive steps. There's your highlight, kids. There's your chat highlight. Let's fucking go. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. So now let's look at the flip side. Let's say, no, C-tier event. I'm not talking about C-tier. I'm talking about the big boy events. I'm talking about Tampa. I'm talking about Rhode Island. If you're not willing to ref those or give up a player to ref those, fuck a C-tier. Everything's going to be C-tier. If you can't get better refs, everything will be C-tier. Everything. It'll just be an expensive C-tier. And everyone's going to be super angry. Oh, damn, that's okay, Steve. I love you. Steve just DM'd me. I'm just saying, if you're not willing to make shit better shut your fucking mouth. Fight me. Just throwing that shit out there. All right, let's say dudes work at a field. So let's look at the field side of things as far as this pay goes. How many managers, let's say you're CIA at Tampa, are you going to pay your employees the same hours as if they were working the field? Are you going to give them extra hours to train NSL? Is NSL going to start paying refs? You don't get to bitch about volunteers. You don't. Because the other option is to not have them. So if we're saying I'd rather have 4 refs, would you? Let's say we only had those European refs. Would NSL have been better in Indiana without those volunteer refs? Now that's a big load to put on those, what do they have, 4 dudes? 4 guys from Europe? I think? No. Salvatore, Jeff. 3? No more than 4, right? But would the event have been better with just the European fields? That's it. Or, I'm sorry, with the European refs. Would it have been better? Adam did put on training out there. But, did you pay the refs to get trained? Because let's say you have a free clinic. Even when we had it out here in Roseville, how many teams were signing up versus how many dudes were coming to ref? No one wants to fucking ref. Everyone knows this is a shit show. Adam is taking it on himself to throw out the tools we need to succeed as the NSL. Why am I saying we, like I'm a part of this? Adam is working harder than 3 dogs with 4 legs together to get this shit going. But if dudes don't want to show up to that format, to that training, you can't do anything about that. Because now, so let's say we have it on a Saturday. I got shit I want to do on a Saturday. You're telling me that I have to take time out of my day, not only to ref, but to train to be a ref? I'm good. I'm good. What other shit am I talking in here? Ultimately, it is about dollars. I know, right? I was commentating for NSL. I might as well be a part of it at this point. I mean, no one else. Let me just make this clear. What other field manager is doing content, is going to these events, is fucking talking shit, is getting dudes together. Like, baby, who loves you? Bert, I don't even know if you're in the chat. Who loves you, sweetheart? Who's your best friend in the U.S. that isn't Adam? That doesn't have a mullet, right? Who's your guy? Reffing is the hardest shit to accomplish because there is no incentive to ref. None. Unless you're paying dudes. So even back in the day, I remember Speed QB, when they did the Cap Edge event out here, they paid the refs $100 cash. But even that, like that Speed QB format is way easier to ref than NSL. Bro, there is so much. Oh, that's not true. NSL, this is why I love NSL. Because there is so much that good. It's chess. NSL is chess for airsoft. That's, as a jiu-jitsu head, that's why I love NSL's format. It's so cool and complex, and it forces you to think, and you can't just spam behind a bunker until everyone's dead and then you somehow win. That's why I love the NSL format. But you have to look at the foundation. Anytime an external tournament format is going to come into a field, everyone's trying to get the highest quality product for the least amount of money. It's going to happen I'm telling you, as a motherfucker in the business that owns fields, that's worked with CSL, that's worked with Speed QB, it's always going to come down to how much money are you willing to put up? And what are you going to put up for that money? So let's say NSL wants to have an event at True Aim. Who's going to ref it? Do I have to provide refs? Fuck that. You're out of your mind. I'm not doing that. I'll get you 2 guys. That's it. But I'm going to make it very clear. If you got a problem, you go to NSL. If you got a problem with scubas, you talk to me. Right? Am I wrong? Am I crazy? Poor NSL. Bro, no one came out of this winning. I'm going to be straight up. If you're talking shit about the field, you're fucking ridiculous. Ridiculous. You don't know dick about what it takes to run a field. All these shit talkers like, oh, fuck this field, I'm never going. Run a field. Let me know how that works for you. Buy a field. Run an airsoft field. Ref shit. Be an assistant manager. Let me know how that shit works for you. And let you start doing the shit that they do. You're going to do the same shit. Bro, everything's going to get confusing for you. Don't fucking talk shit about the field if you don't run fields. I'm telling you as a motherfucker in the business. Yo, ShotZone is going to be one of the top. I don't want to say it's going to be the best, but it's certainly going to be one of the top 3 tournament fields in the country. Definitely top 3. Hands down. I would love to hear a fucking counterpoint to this. Do you know? Okay, let's go back to Friday. Do you know why I was helping with check-in on Friday? Do you know why? He's short-staffed. You know why he's short-staffed? Because all his dudes that he had on the books were working Counter-Strike. Some of y'all motherfuckers did not know he has 2 fields. 2 of them. What? 2. He has ShotZone, which is open basically tournaments only, like kind of monthly. But then his Counter-Strike field, he made a fucking airsoft field out of a storage unit. Out of like storage units. Are you fucking kidding? That's brilliant. And it's really cool. But his main shit that pays his bills was not NSL. So here's a question. Where do you devote your resources to? Do you devote your resources on a Friday to your consistent revenue stream? That's those guys that are going to be there week after week after week after week. Or do you focus your guys on that short-term boost and take away from your guys? If you piss off your Counter-Strike guys, yeah, you're going to make a shit ton of money on Friday and Saturday and Sunday. But 2 months from now, you're shit out of luck because you just pissed off your regulars. Tournaments ain't paying the bills, kids. They're not. Tournaments are a better frosting on an already solid cake, but it's not a better cake. Does that make sense? Is that a good reference? Just throwing that out there. I'd have made the same move he did on Friday. Yo, I need guys up there. I need guys at Counter-Strike on Friday because they're doing rentals, all this. They're doing rentals. They're doing their chronos for the regulars, everything. Because those Friday guys at his Counter-Strike field are going to be back there next Friday. None of y'all motherfuckers going back to ShotZone anytime soon, according to the chat. No one's going to go back there until CSL. He's got a CSL event coming up. Which you should go, because Keegan does hot shit. CSL, Keegan, anytime you want to come to California, I don't want any field fees. CSL gets to do a free tournament, unless they need me to provide refs and we got to talk about money. CSL can do whatever the fuck they want in my field at True Aim. I don't give a fuck. I love those guys. Whatever that. Yo, why are we not talking about how amazing it was that ShotZone ran a whole ass tournament off scubas? Are you fucking high? You did this shit off scubas? What the... Bro! You know what a pain in the ass that is? My fingers at the end of Friday were raw because I was doing so many scuba fills on Friday. Come at me. There is the broadcast room. So the broadcasters, like Dion and those guys, and Jules, they got their own room for the production. So that room where I interviewed Pops from Elite, that was a separate room. You didn't have players going in and out of there. It was unobstructed. Is that the word I want? Undistracted. That sounds like a one beer word. Yo, he did it off scubas, Mikey. Scubas. Scuba Steve. He was Scuba Ethan. It's a broadcast room. That upstairs viewing room with nice chairs? Fuck you, that was great. What else did he do that was great? No one had to hike a quarter mile from the parking lot to the field. You don't have that a whole lot, which was nice. No one had to stage outside in the cold. His staging area, that really nice dance room. Okay, yeah, it kind of smelled like dicks by halfway through the point, but I mean, it was inside, it was warm, you didn't have to worry about getting too cold. And for Indiana, it was fucking... You motherfuckers are spoiled, bro. I'ma say it. If you're in California, you're fucking spoiled. You're spoiled. I'd love an argument that you're not spoiled, because I've been spoiling you since the fucking jump. Fight me! You're in California, you're spoiled. If you're in the New England area, there's an argument that you're kind of spoiled with, Extreme Airsoft. I always confuse it with Airsoft Extreme. So there's Extreme Airsoft and an Airsoft Extreme, and depending on how many intoxicants are in my bloodstream, they do this. How many fields are gonna go that hard for an event that's not paying the fucking bills? Are you crazy? How many fields are gonna do that? Let's look at let's say there's way more than this. Let's say there's 100 fields in the continental United States, from coast to coast. 5? Less than 10 have a speed field. Let's be real. We could probably count on both hands the amount of speed fields that are in the continental United States. From that, let's say it's 10. So let's say 10% of the fields in America have speed fields. How many of those are fucking good? How many of them have actually fucked with the format? I'll tell you, CQB City in Stockton has a speed field. The last time you saw them doing a speed night. The last time you saw them doing a tournament. Look, man, they don't give a fuck. They have it. They don't fucking care. So out of all the fields with speed fields, how many of them give a shit about your experience? Half? Maybe? Of those fields, how many of them care to you about your experience to the point where they care about the fucking viewing section? I don't give a fuck about spectators in my tournaments. You don't matter to me. All I care about are the players on the field, and everyone else can kind of sit back and wait. Throwing that smoke out there. ShotZone is going to be one of the top 3 tournament fields in the country. You can either accept that or complain. Bro, Ethan, so here's a story about the kind of guy that Ethan is. Now, when I say Ethan, I'm currently talking about, so there's 3 Ethans in my life. There's Ethan Gunther, so I have my adult Ethan, CFO Ethan, who's my business partner. Then I have Reaper Ethan, who's in Florida going to art school. I have my little Ethan. And then ShotZone Ethan, who is the owner of ShotZone. So when me and Ethan, the owner of ShotZone, we were going to dinner Sunday night, he got a call on his personal cell phone from a parent. First of all, the fact that a parent has his personal cell phone speaks fucking volumes to the kind of customer service. If you want my personal phone, fuck off. No. I think Adam is probably, like, maybe Adam and a couple other dudes are the only guys in Airsoft that has my personal phone that are, like, players. I'm trying to get spammed. Anyway, a parent called his personal cell phone, said, hey, I don't know where my son is. We're going to dinner Sunday night. It's like 9 o'clock in the evening. Ethan took the time out of what we were doing, dealt with the situation, called back to the field, called his guy, said, hey, where's this player? His mom's trying to find him. His phone died last minute. Ethan was working customer service on his personal cell phone with a fucking parent as we're going to dinner. That's the kind of guy he is. Like, oh, fuck his field for this one. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're not in the business. You don't run fields. You think it's easy. It's a fucking pain in the ass. Because the entire time you have an external format coming into your field, the big thing you're concerned about is, what am I getting out of it? Now, you can say community till you're blue in the face. What am I getting out of it? Me, the guy that takes the time to build the fucking field, to get the players, that builds this whole empire. You're damn right I deserve a cut. What do I get out of it? Throwing that shit out there. The one thing in Lou, I agree with you about Friday. I think you're wording it differently than I would, but I do believe that the one thing that we can say was a legitimate foul up between both sides was Friday. My understanding was that there needed to be a more clear sense of communication that Friday was not included in the tournament fees. Now, before my chat gets too wild between both sides of the house, I looked at the ShotZone NSL page and the Tampa page. And if you look at the events, they only say that it's Saturday and Sunday, which means if you think about it, if Friday's not listed, that's not what you're paying for. However, if you pay for the tournament and then we start talking about scrimmages, it's reasonable to assume that since the scrimmage is part of the tournament, it should be included. Guys, Lou has a fair point. Maybe not the way that he's describing it. He might be a little aggressive on this. Just throwing that. But I understand where Lou's coming from. Ethan, he has a fair point. Bert, he has a fair point. Going forward, NSL needs to start being very specific. Or Tampa, if whoever runs Tampa, you guys need to make it very clear that the scrimmage is not part of what you pay for in the tournament fee. All you have to do is throw that fucking post on Instagram. That's it. I get it. I understand both sides. If you look at the fucking dates, the dates say Saturday, Sunday. There's no Friday date on there. But if we say tournament and we also say scrimmage, and the scrimmage is tournament rounds, a reasonable person can assume both sides. That's understandable. That frustration, I 100% agree with Lou that there should have been some better communication on both sides. I get that. I understand that. So, but unfortunately now, the only way you learn is the only way you know that the stove is hot is if you touch it. So, going to Tampa needs to make it, or NSL, in my opinion, it should be NSL, because it's their event. The field just provides a venue. I understand that. It's hard to get mad at, like, why would you get mad at Madison Square Garden if the fucking band sucks? That's not Madison Square Garden's fault. Why would you get mad at the fucking SAP Center if the Sharks lose? That's not the venue's fault. So again, it really just goes back to duties and responsibilities. But Lou does have a valid concern. Hey, this should have been clearly communicated. Because Ethan and Bert, we need to remember, sometimes airsofters need to be told. I didn't know. Even I went in there like, is it part of it? Is it not part? Oh, you want me to take money? I'll take money. I'll just start checking dudes in. But baby, you got to see my shining face though on Friday. My guy, you can't be too mad. But Lou has 100% valid point. There needs to be clear communication that scrimmages are not part of what you pay for the tournament. I understand Lou's point. And he's right. I think. That's something I would include. Because anytime I've held a tournament or event, I try to think about everything involved. So like, hey, if you want to come out and scrimmage, it's this much money. It's not included in this. If you want this, if you want tank fills, you're not paying these guys, you got to come to... I get that. I get that. Lou, you're right, and I love you. And you have a valid point. And don't let anyone say that your point isn't. Don't let anyone say you're poor. No. It's a business thing. It needs to be clearly communicated. Hate fuck each other in the chat. I got to get a beer. I'm coming back. Just had to get a beer. Beer number 2. Don't worry, I'm not done throwing smoke. Everyone's gonna fucking get it tonight. Huzzah! Hello. Production value. By far, the guys of NSL, if they can figure out if NSL can tighten their shot group up a little bit better, they're going to dominate everyone. I'm telling you right now. And what's going to do it is the production value. NSL's biggest strength is the fact that they provide refs. Oh, is the music too loud? My bad. I'm jamming. NSL's biggest strength is their legit production value, like the transitions and like the quality of everything, and that they provide refs. If you come to me and say, hey, I want to have a tournament, shot the video for the schedule about 37 times. You did it on... Ethan, if I recall that, was that the video that you sent me? Let me look. So let's see. ShotZone. Was it on the Instagram? Because the video that I saw was on Facebook. Ain't nobody on Facebook right now. Elite, blah, 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 blah. So I'm not seeing an Instagram post. Let me see. Counter-Strike. Here it is. Hey Lou, you're not going to like this? ShotZone's Instagram 3 weeks ago. List, practice, 27 January, 12 to 6, $30. It's on there. It is on his Instagram. It is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23. 23 posts down. I'll show you. Oh shit, that's backwards, isn't it? It's there. But I'll throw Lou a bone here. Is Lou following the field's Instagram? And again, this is another example of whose responsibility is it to communicate this. Oh, well, not a lot of people are following ShotZone's IG right now. So... But Lou does have a good point. I still affirm that Lou has a valid concern. I believe that should be incumbent upon NSL to mention when you pay your fucking money, when you give the, Jesus, what was it, $600 to $900? There should be a line in there like says, hey, they're going to have practices. That practice is not covered in this fucking hundreds of dollars. Because if I remember correctly, Ethan did not make money off of the ticket fees because he had to pay for the lodging of the NSL guys. So there's some money thing. Again, money, bro. Oh, wow. Why? What the fuck happened to my chat? Okay, there we go. Yeah. Shit sucks sometimes. But there's not really a... I don't want to use the word fault. Because to me, when we say fault, we're talking about... I see fault as like a malicious or like a negligent intent. Like you went out of your way to do this shit. Ethan ain't doing that shit. He's not going to go out of his way to go, how can I fucking miserly get more? No, bro. That's not the kind of guy he is. Fucking guy answered a parent in the middle of the night. Lodging and flights. The field had to pay for lodging and flights for the NSL guy. You just heard it from the fucking owner. So, you want this, Kevin? So again, when we're talking about money, Lou, did you see the contract? Just throwing that out there. Here's the other... One of the narratives that I have been told is that the Sacramento event, bro, everyone's fucking DMing me right now, is the Sacramento event was run better than the Indiana event. Okay, let's assume that is a true statement, and there is metrics we can use to legitimately prove that. What did Sacramento have that Indiana didn't? Where was Bert? Uh-oh. Hey, guys. Where was Bert? You want me to throw smoke? We're throwing smoke. Just saying. I think any of these issues may have... Steve's alive. Let's play Mary Jane outside. I think a lot of this may have happened because Bert was not there. Because, like Fives, for instance. Yo, Fives the first day was fucking a busy bee. It's hard to put a lot of blame on someone that is doing a lot of shit. Like, you know, I was next to Fives all weekend. I think he got up 5 times that whole weekend. Vern ain't want to be there, plain and simple. Think about it. All right. So let's say that's true. Who owns it? Field owner was there. Why the format owner not there? I'm in my business every weekend. I'm in my business all the time. There is always a representative of the company at one of my businesses. Always. Unless we're in transit between one or the other, or we have a day off. So if the field owner is there, why isn't the format owner there? So if we're going to agree that Sacramento was a better event than Indiana, what was the difference? Bert? Maybe that's the X factor. Because Bert being there, remember, it's all the NSL shit is in his head. It's his baby. So would Bert have being there have made it a better event? I don't know, because I was not at the Sacramento event. Maybe, I don't know. But it's weird when the owner isn't. Why? If you're putting so much into this, but you still don't go? I ain't trying to talk shit. I'm just saying, no matter what, you always, always, always need to be there. It doesn't matter. If you're the owner, you're responsible. Fuck whatever problems you have with Ethan or with this team or with that team. It's your shit. You fucking be there. Don't like, oh, well, I'm having... No. Then fucking kill the event. You're the owner. It's your business. What are you doing? I'm in this bitch almost 7 days a week. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Maybe. I don't know. I wasn't at SAC event. But I'll tell you what, Fives could have used some extra help. He got it on Sunday. Homeboy was sitting next to him and doing like a lot of the battle link communications. Yo, Fives was busy as fuck. You want to know, like, oh, how many dudes were coming up like, hey, we scored, you said it was a zone 3, but we only got zone 2 points. I go, oh, okay, I'm sorry. Would his presence have been there? Would Bert's presence have made it a better event? I don't know. But it's your obligation. If it's your baby, as much as you're saying, I'm trying to do this, I want to build this community, I want to do this, you got to show up. You got to. There's no, like, nah, we're not going to go. What? Why? Why is my chat fucking frozen all the time? Am I wrong? I'm not talking shit on Bert, but Bubba, if you have an event, you go. Period. There's no, unless you got some personal shit going on, which everyone in the chat is saying, nah. It wasn't it wasn't family related. If homie is like, yo, I have a family issue. No one bats an eye. No one. But yeah, yo, Minnie's right. You know why, James? Is because allegedly there was problems between Ethan, the field owner, and Bert. Get over it. It's business. You take this shit personal. So let's play devil's advocate. Let's say behind the scenes, Bert's having problems with a Tampa owner, and he's having problems with every field owner. Does he stop going to events? Does he? Just saying, bro. I think it would have been smoother. Bert's brilliant. Bert's absolutely brilliant. Or, hey, let's say if Bert can't make it, you'll send Junkie. Bro, you want to know? So if Junkie and Bert have PhDs in this game, do they not? So if Bert can't come out, send Junkie. Players in the format. Oh, no, wait. Players in the format. Now, when I say player format, I mean like how a player play? No, Junkie wasn't there. Junkie was at home. Bro, did you just confuse Sal and Junkie? You silly. The biggest thing I saw from players from a playing standpoint, and again, you can attribute this, I said this on the live, you can attribute this to just a general lack of experience. But dudes were trying to do the Speed QB thing. They were trying to stay back, snapshot out the other team, and then after they got enough players eliminated from that other team, then they would try and push the flag. Most dudes were spending like 3/4 of the time on offense in snapshot battles. That's not a good way to play. I'm telling you, what was Joker on? HSA? Standout team. That was the most improved team from the whole weekend. Because I saw them getting frozen, stuck behind bunkers. And straight up, like, I'm going to talk, like I joke about it, but in seriousness, me and Joker and the rest of his team had a conversation, like, yo, do this, this, and this. And he fucking killed it. Killed it. Bro, I'm so fucking proud of them for that. Most improved team. But what they didn't do was, that's the other thing, is don't blame anyone if you got knocked out. Because we could see how the performance was. So all these guys that are talking shit and all these teams are like, fuck this, fuck that. Yo, go watch the live. Go watch how they did. I bet they got knocked out because they tried to Speed QB their way through shit. Now, I'm not saying that as a derogatory thing. I'm saying by Speed QB, I mean, if you look at a lot of guys that were playing the Speed QB format, a lot of them, because of the format, will hang back, eliminate all the players, and then go for the flag. Because remember, you can't hang the flag. My understanding is you can't hang the flag if there's a live player. So what a lot of guys were doing is chilling behind bunkers, snapshotting shit, and then going forward. By the time that happened, they ran out of time. I mean, just throwing that out there. The unfortunate part about the Midwest and the East Coast is there, to my knowledge, now Adam can speak on some of this differently, and I'd love to get Adam on here. Well, Adam's on a plane, so we'll see what happens. I don't think it's a good idea for Adam to start having a heated topic about airsoft on a plane. It's going to freak out a lot of people around him. But the unfortunate part about the Midwest and the East Coast is there doesn't, from my eye, as a dude that's a hardcore fan of this whole shit, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of fields that are doing NSL matches every weekend. Like, there's a lot of dudes out there doing speed stuff. So, like, you could do play bunker things and, Speed QB formats and do the CSL format, do a jungle ball game. But if you're not specifically practicing the NSL format, you're going to get knocked out. That's the unfortunate part. You wonder why SCA and Tacos were destroying teams. You wonder why Tacos knocked a team out? Or, I'm sorry, Mercy killed? Because they do this every weekend. Tacos and SCA, I can't speak for any other team. I can't speak for Elite. I can't speak for HSA. I personally know that Sac County, SCA, Sac County, and Tacos do this shit every week, every weekend. I don't think a weekend has gone by where they're like, nah. Now, maybe they don't get all their dudes, but 3 of those guys are going. And they're always getting better. Look at, I don't know if this was planned or not, but if you look at Elite, go back and look at how Elite beat Sac County. Bro, it was brilliant. They won by barely a zone 1. Bro, homie did the equivalent of, like, he put his toe over the line, basically. But he just chilled in zone 1, got the point, and won by a point. And that was brilliant. I don't know if that was, like, the plan. I don't know. I didn't ask. Did I ask about that? I can't remember if I specifically asked Pops about that. But that strategy was brilliant. And mad props to the Elite homie for doing that. I thought it was great. But you can't just speed soft your way through NSL. You have to be intelligent with this. You have to play the game. Just fucking saying, bro. All right. I am not going to make it to Tampa, by the way. A lot of dudes are like, you're going to Tampa? No. 37. I pay child support. I got to be here. I got a business to run. The only reason I came to Indiana was because I was not at the Sacramento event, so I felt like I personally owed the homies this one. So that's why I just showed up. I wasn't even necessarily planning on doing commentary. Like a couple weeks before I left for Vegas, they're like, hey, will you do commentary for us? Fuck it. Yeah, sure. Sounds like fun. I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't really know the format. Bro, I figured out the format as I was commentating on it. It's not like I don't really talk a lot of shit. I'm going to. That's why you tuned in. That's why there's 67 dudes in the chat. Dudes are bringing up another point. A lot of teams were, so like Bloodline, for instance. Ricky, fuck off. Bloodline was a throw-together team of Baby James, who is normally on Legacy. Is Legacy around? I think Legacy's still around. Baby James. Shit, who else was on that thing? Fuck, I can't remember. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm 2 beers deep. But Bloodline was a throw-together team of different dudes from different teams. So again, I don't know how much time they had to A, practice the NSL format, and then B, practice the NSL format together as a team. Because if you take, say you take SCA and Tacos, and you put their names in a hat, you shake it around, and you make a team out of that way, they are not going to play as well with each other because they don't have their own plays down. They don't know they're going to have to take a minute and strategize as a team and hope that they can pull it off as individuals. So you can't just take pro level players. And by pro level, I mean like experience and skill set and technique. You can't just take dudes, mash them together, and hope it's going to work out. Because Baby James's big ass was in the snake. Like, can we please get some respect in the chat for that? I fucking love you, James. Baby James was throwing shit. Bro, he was throwing dick everywhere. But you could kind of tell, like, there wasn't, like, a big team cohesion for the NSL thing, and they were all just a bunch of legit players with legit experience mashed together to play NSL. Which got them, I mean, should have got them into Sunday, right? Just fucking throwing that out there. But it was great. I mean, I had a lot of fun. Fucking love James. He's one of my favorite players. Yo, shout out to the one-on-one between Adam and TJ for murdering. That shit was fun as fuck to watch. I was hoping we were gonna get to see Lonnie and TJ because Adam did enough running on Sunday as it was. So, yo, poor Adam. His knees are still talking. All right, James. Please, Jesus, I got DMs already. Woo. Boy, these DMs are angry. Steve, if you want to jump on later, just let me know. James, throw me a request to join and I will have you on. Sexy Baby James from Legacy. It is time for you to shine. So, James, if you would please, let me do this. Let me do this. James, if you would please give me a request to join, I will approve it. I'm fat as fuck. No, Ricky. There we go. View. Go live. Is it working? This shit ain't working. The fuck, bro? Accept. Go live with him. There he is.
What's that?
Oh, I can't see her. Said, there's my guy. Why are you huddled in a hoodie like you're in the snow?
I'm cold.
All right. What are your thoughts on all the shit I've been talking? Like, what was your experience, and kind of what's your overall opinion on what you're seeing tonight? Send it.
Let's see. The rest, I do understand. Like, you know, they can't do everything, as in like call out, getting people out on penalties and all that bullshit. You know, I understand it's hard to ref and all that. I talked to the N1 guys about it. You know, like, they can't call everything and they can't see everything, but they were doing some bullshit like call outs. What's it called? Fuck. Oh, penalties. Because what was it? We would get pulled out for getting shot in the back when our fucking front is on the player. and then
I see.
yeah, it was all yeah. Then again, it's just like, I was just there to kill people. I didn't, like, I was there 2 weeks notice. The only thing I know, we're killing people. That's it.
I remember you showed up Friday, and you were like, "Yo, so there's like a flag in here." It's like, "What the? You don't know what you're doing?" You're like, "No, dude, I'm just gonna play." What the fuck?
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
is
no, I'm just,
respectable. Honesty is respectable.
yeah. But, I mean, I don't blame the rest or anything, but the one thing that did set me off, or like got me upset, was that I think Side 26, which is Kevin, dropped the flag, reloaded, picked it up, and we got the penalty for it. But the ref, like, literally yanked him to the ground. And that, yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't like that. I didn't know he
Talking
did it
about
at
the
first.
Undertaker style clothesline.
Yeah, I didn't know he did it at first. I just looked away and I saw him on the floor, so I thought he fell.
What was I doing? I think I was on my phone. And then everyone goes, "Ooh," and then I look like, "What the fuck happened?" So I've been actually meaning to go back because that was a Saturday thing, right? Was that Saturday? That was Saturday.
Yeah.
But actually meaning to go back. Yeah, NSL refs get an admin for that. I've been meaning to go back and actually see that. But yeah, that was a big thing that pissed a lot of dudes off. Was like, "Yo, what? Why? Like, didn't he had like previous surgery on his back?"
Yeah, he tore his ligaments in his shoulder from football. Like,
that was one of the European refs, was it not?
I want to say, yeah.
I remember that. I can't remember who was on that though. But yeah. That is a fair concern.
Yeah.
Bert, we need to relax.
Yeah, and everybody was out. Like, nobody was on the field. It was just us three, and he still yanked my player, it was a no-go.
Yeah, that's agreeable. I don't think anyone's going to disagree, but like, no, that was totally justified. No.
Yeah. Let me see.
I don't remember. I heard a couple dudes say it was Jeff. That was what I heard, like, third hand. Adam says he talked to Jeff. His hand got caught in his chest rig. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to do with that, but yeah.
Yeah, if that's the case, then,
Because you're not going to tell me that one of the dudes, like one of the refs was like, "Oh, I'm going to clothesline this." Like, no, man, I've been around Jeff. Like, that dude's a homie. I legitimately think that was an accident on his part.
Yeah, I didn't hear the whole story.
You're not going to tell me that was an intentional, like, you'd have to really try to prove that was an intentional act. So, I legitimately think that was just a terrible accident.
Yeah, because when I was playing, I looked away for a split second. He was on the floor, so I understand what happened. But then he told me after the fact, and it's just that he got yanked to the floor by a ref, and I was just like, yeah. And then now hearing that, I mean, I don't know.
It sucks. It's unfortunate, but hey, man, accidents happen.
Yeah, get that. Let me see. Other than that, the rest.
Do you have any plans to go to the Tampa NSL event?
No, but we were talking about Rhode Island. We might go to Rhode Island.
Lou, if you want to get in on this later tonight, you got a shot, baby. So just Tampa, you guys just can't make it because of schedules and money.
Yeah, it's like, what is it, like a month or whatever?
Yeah, it's like the 25th, 26th February.
Yeah, no, we won't. I don't think I'd be able to make it. But I think we're talking about it. I don't think like half of us are going to be able to go to that. Let me see.
But you're not done. You haven't written off the NSL format. Like, you still want to go and you still want to do NSL events.
It's interesting, yeah. I'd be down to play more. I mean, I just like competing. I don't care what it is, I
fucking love you, dude.
I just like playing.
If I come to LA, it's just for you at this point.
Right.
All right, so since you guys got back home, has there been any communication to start having, like, NSL days at N1?
I think, we're just talking about practicing together, just getting used to everybody's like play style format and how they go. And other than that, it's, I don't know, we still have time. We still have a lot more to talk about, I guess.
So Adam, let me know when you're clear, and I'll put you in the front of the line because you're gonna have a layover. That's legit. So I'm glad you guys had fun.
Yeah.
So what about the
And
social aspect, like meeting dudes? Like, how was your overall? Because like I don't think you guys have gone. I don't think you've gone any farther than like Arizona, right? Like you're not really a travel
yeah,
playing kind of guy.
this is for my team in general. It's like this is our first time far out competing in anything.
So what'd
I
you
don't
think
know.
about the East Coast and the Midwest vibe?
It's different, I guess. I don't know. I was vibing with everybody. He was cool.
That's good. Let me see. What else? What are your other thoughts?
Let me see.
What are some things you want to see different at the Tampa event?
I guess refs to actually want to be there.
Well, if you're volunteering, you're telling me you want to be there.
Yeah, because like we took 6 places, we understand, but when some of us would get pulled out, we would ask them why did we get pulled out, and he's like, I don't know.
So maybe more, I don't know if transparency is the right word to use, but definitely like a higher standard for what it takes to actually be an NSL ref.
Yeah,
That's fair, I think. Nothing wrong with that. I don't know
yeah,
how realistic that is, but we can
yeah.
try it,
Obviously,
right?
mistakes are bound to happen, but like it's just limiting it.
I mean, Larry's down to go to Tampa, but I don't know how he's going to get there because he works for me, and we ain't giving him a whole lot of hours lately. So I don't know how Larry's going to get his happy ass to Tampa. Adam, unless you want to pay for Larry to go out, Skirts will probably go out too if you pay for him to go to Tampa. Just throwing that shit out there. La Kappa or corn armaments, if you're in the chat, stand by. Anything to close on, my sexy baby James?
That's all I wanted to say.
I fucking love you, dude. All right, homie. Take it
All
easy.
right,
I don't
see
know how to
you.
kick you out of here. So, corn armaments. Send me a corn armaments. Send me an invite or a request. I'm not going to Tampa. This is a shitty thing to say, but there's no point in me going to Tampa. Like, why? Bro, I'm 37. I pay child support. I got shit to run back here. Ooh, here we go. Oh, baby, here we go. Oh, I have approved it. No, I have a fucking go. There it is. There it is. Wait, let me click out of here.
Sorry, my voice is a little rough.
So introduce yourself and what your role was in the historical ShotZone NSL blunder.
Well, I'm Sarge or Jordan. I'm one of the refs for ShotZone, one of the American refs that was there. Kind of in charge of all the volunteers that were there. A lot of things that people are saying about like the poor communication and stuff like that between refs. So like if the European refs had Battle Link and they would talk to each other about pulling players, if they pulled someone and then they came to one of us and said, what'd we get pulled for? We had no idea. We had none whatsoever. So we literally couldn't answer that question. And every time we would pull somebody, they would question us on like why we pulled them. So for example, if you pulled somebody because you saw them get hit, they would be like, did you see the BB actually hit them though? And they would constantly question them and make them doubt themselves on making calls.
And the European refs did that.
Yeah, the European refs would do that to the American refs when we made a call. There was one call that I made on a person. I went to run after him to go to grab him, and I was told, no, he was fine when he was not. It was for an early breakout. So I mean, that was a real big one. And it had happened with, I had some of the other refs tell me that they were told that by the European refs. I didn't physically, I didn't see it happen to them, but it happened to me. And I will say that they once I did finally get Battle Link, we were told we weren't allowed to have it because we weren't up to speed enough. I don't know how being able to communicate with each other requires you to be up to speed. If anything, I think it would have helped them get more up to speed if we could have been able to talk with each other. Once we finally implemented it with our normal tournaments that we run, it helped out a lot. It got rid of a lot of confusion. I was able to say, hey, I'm in the middle and ref on the other side of the field pulls somebody. I can say, what was that for? And then now I know if somebody comes and asks me. So
keep going. Do you, baby?
I'm trying to think of all the other. Oh yeah, and then I saw a bunch of people like kind of jokingly, about the whole airline and the Kappa mag and like not having a barrel stock. Like that's a huge safety risk. Like you're in a safe zone where people don't have face masks on. You need to have it so that it can't shoot, and you need to have a barrel cover on if you can't make it so that it can't shoot. And the reason that was implemented is one of my refs said that he saw a player hook his airline up, put a mag in, and pop off 2 shots inside of the safe area. So once that happened, I kind of was like, we need to do something about this and put our foot down about it, because that is not safe and should not be happening.
Reasonable.
So
I don't think I think what most dudes were saying was, I don't think anyone's going to disagree with the safety issue. I think the real discussion is, does something off field warrant an impact on field? Which is not an invalid discussion, but I don't think anyone's going to debate that's a fucking dumb thing.
Well, there was a player on a team who was he was banned from playing. This is what I was told by him. I don't know how true this is, because he was talking with somebody at the hotel, and some of the European refs overheard it. He was saying that he got a blind fire call and he thought it was like bullshit or whatever. Mm-hmm. And he was banned from playing on Sunday because of that. So that was an off-field thing that got him completely banned. All we were doing was giving an administrative penalty, not even just a specific player penalty. Because if you ask me, I think that should be considered a major penalty for that player. If we're going to count it. I mean, at our normal events, a normal open player, whatnot, you do that 2 times, you're out the door. Just
right.
It's about any other field. So they're lucky that they were even, that was all it was, in my opinion. Because if it were up to me, it would have been out the door. You get 1 warning, you do it again, you're out the door.
Yeah. Did any of the European refs ever say, do not enforce this insert rule here?
Yes, they did. So I asked specifically
do you remember
about
which specific ref said that?
I don't remember off the top of
my head. Because they
all
all had masks on.
Yeah. I don't remember off the top of my head. The one that I can say of that I did personally was I asked about, there's that rule about players leaving and entering the field when they're not supposed to. And I said, hey, I've noticed people are doing that. Are we not enforcing that? And he said, don't worry about it. And then we had a discussion with everybody about the whole get them out thing. And they said that, they were like, well, they can say get him out, but they can't be like, directioning, like get him the fuck out, or,
they can't
get
add
him
profanity.
Out on or not even so much profanity. It was weird. I didn't like it. It seemed weird to me. And then I guess maybe it was just, I don't know if it was a language thing or a misunderstanding, but their ruling on what they considered feathering and not feathering was another one. Because I pulled a player because he was, from how we do it, that was what he was doing was feathering. And then when I was showing him how it worked, I was told, no, that's not feathering, that's fine. And I don't understand how there's a difference. Like it was, as long as the thumb was behind the grip or around, it could still hover and you could still vibrate. So I don't understand how the thumb being here is different than the thumb being here. Like I don't see how that's any different. Like I don't think I have one. I don't have anything nearby to show it with. But
I get it. His thumb placement was the issue.
His thumb was hovering. I mean, it was behind the back of the grip, but it was still hovering. It wasn't grabbing onto anything. He was doing the same motion. So whether his thumb was off to the side or behind it, it was the same thing. And he was told, yeah, no, that's not a penalty. So
how much training in the NSL format did you guys receive before this?
We had when Adam came out to visit us and we ran those practices. there was that day, which was, again, not a lot of the rules were enforced in that, because that was more of like
A training.
kind of just getting the understanding of how the format runs.
Right.
And then the scrimmages that we did on Friday, not every ref that was there, that was volunteering was able to make it due to like work or other things like that.
Right.
But they did it there. But again, it was kind of a little bit lax. So I would say, that was really the only amount of training we had. And I was under the impression that we were going to have a training day, and I was never informed of one when that would happen. Otherwise, we would have tried to schedule that and whatnot. So I would say that maybe 20 to 30 minutes of like actual rules training.
So the training day was really more an emphasis on the format.
Yes.
Of like how it run, not so much the particulars of the rules, more so on how to run a match.
Yeah, that's how I perceived it. I mean, the rules were discussed. Adam sat down with everybody when he came out here, and we read through the rules, and they were kind of explained any questions that were had. But as far as when the matches were running, I wasn't really able to be on the field that much due to like the stuff you got to do, manager side running it and whatnot. So I didn't see how it was being reffed or anything like that. So I don't know if they saw something, if they'd be like, okay, this is what happened. Would that be a penalty? I don't know if those questions were asked or if they needed to be asked. Maybe, it didn't feel like they needed to be asked, because the penalties, the way they were explained there, seemed very similar to what we already do. Those didn't start becoming a question until, the day of the event on Saturday.
Right. Overall, how would you rate your experience as a ref?
It was rough. It was one of the roughest ones that I've ever had to ref, I would say. And I think a lot of that was there wasn't a lot of communication between all the refs. And that's,
if you want in next, you on deck. Go ahead.
I would say it was, just due to that lack of communication between all the refs. They had battle links, so they would just talk to each other on that, and then we would have to like go try to find them and see what was going on, and then try to like relay that between each other so we all knew what was going on with it. I don't see why we needed to be up to speed, as they put it, to be able to have battle link for our refs to be able to, if they just had a question about something, they could say it or know what was going on. We did eventually get it. It was me and one other ref were the only two American refs with it, and that helped out. The battle link, and that helped out significantly. We didn't get that until the finals match, but that helped out a whole lot more. Even just having. To
be fair, those battle links are not cheap.
No, they're not. We had. So I have one personally. Ethan has one, and we have 3 masks that our refs use for our tournaments that all have battle link on them, and they brought a bunch with them, and we were told, it was asked, I was like, so how are we going to do this? Do we need to pair them? Because you can pair them to a private channel, and they said, no, you guys will get it once you get up to speed. Another thing I saw was the amount of refs on the field. In our little meeting we did on Saturday, I think they said they wanted to try to have between 6 and 8 refs on the field. So it would have been 4 from them and 4 from us. So what was discussed.
I'm seeing in the actual contract that I have a fucking copy of now, ShotZone will provide (parentheses) at least 6 referees to complete the referee team during the event. NSL requires a referee team of (parentheses) at least 10 referees. Area 57, which is NSL, will provide 4. So NSL gave 4. ShotZone was supposed to supply 6. So that's coming from this. It's called a contract.
I didn't get to read that, so I'm just telling you what I was told that the Europeans were running and that's what.
I'm just gonna say I found it on the internet.
Yeah, that's what they told me, was that we were gonna have between 6 and 8 refs on the field, and it was in total. So I was not informed of that was what was, that's when we had the little ref briefing with them, because they kind of were like, they were the head ref, they were running it, their event. We don't really know how to run it. So when we had that, that's what I did with it. So we had extras, and so we had them doing other things around there, as well as getting longer breaks than normally than the normal like 15-minute breaks or whatever there, so they could stay a little bit more refreshed.
Interesting. Ideas to update on information related to the development research business. Okay, so nothing I'm saying is confidential. Nothing I'm gonna say about particular to the contract is my definition of confidential information. So we're gonna go, and I don't see anything that would be development research, business information, or secrets and designate. Nope, I don't see anything in this that's confidential that I would particularly say. So, would you ever ref an NSL event again?
No, I would not.
Why?
Just me as a ref, I felt like the way I was treated by the Europeans is like I didn't know what I was doing. And while I may not know what I'm doing when it comes to the format of NSL, I know how to see when a player does a false start. I know how to see when a player is getting hit and things like that. And so just anytime that was brought up to one of them, just I got this feeling from them like they didn't believe me or trust me or whatever. And I'm not going to sit there and get shot at all day and get covered in welts and then be treated like I, don't know what I'm doing by a fellow ref as well. I understand how players are going to get mad about it. I've come to accept that. I just let them complain at me and say, oh, the refs suck, whatever. You can say that to any player that says that. I will gladly hand you my mask and tell you to get out there and ref. I encourage you to do it and see how difficult it is to try and ref these tournaments and do it as perfect as you want it to be. It's a lot harder than you think to see everything on the field and what's going on.
So why didn't you quit?
Because I respect Ethan a lot. I told Ethan I'd be there for the event, and I stuck it out and worked out the whole event. I was in the Army. I heard you were through Ethan, but, embrace the suck. So I just sucked it up and dealt with it, and was like, maybe I can learn something from it, but yeah, just embrace the suck.
Why do it for Ethan? What is there about Ethan, the owner of ShotZone, that you admire?
He really cares about the community, I would say. He's got like a team's captain's chat, and any changes that he or I come up with before, unless it's like a really like just a safety or a necessity based one, any sort of like simple changes here and there, he puts it to a vote in the team captain's chat, and if they shut it down, then it doesn't happen. If that's not what they want, then we don't do that. So for instance, when we built the little boards, we did the breakout wall for NSL, we were thinking maybe about doing away with the like the paintball air bunker start gate. And I was like, yeah, we could do that. I don't see a reason to it. But before we just went ahead and did that, he put it to a vote in the team captain's chat, and they said they wanted to keep the air bunker one. So that's what we're going to do.
I love you.
Yeah.
Final thoughts. I got Adam, send me an invite. Final thoughts, my guy.
I mean, the big thing I think what would have helped a lot is communication. Just being able to have more
communication between the European refs and your refs.
Not even between everyone, like European refs and our refs specifically, as far like, because I'm really only speaking from a reffing standpoint. So the communication there, like me being able to go directly to Fives about something over the battle link instead of having to like run up there and try to find him, or same with the other European ref, being able to just directly ask him over it and not have to wait till after the match and say, oh, hey, this guy did this, and I'm not too sure if that's a penalty, under your rules, because I've done things that I thought were a penalty and weren't. So now I'm unsure if what I should, if I should pull this or not. And since I'm unsure, I don't want to pull somebody, and then they, that they're down a player now, and they potentially lose that match. And it was like, oh, actually, that wasn't a penalty. I couldn't just say, hey, is what this guy doing right now a penalty, so I can go grab him? And then they say yes or no. So,
Adam, whenever you want, send me a thing to join. Jordan, final thoughts, my guy.
I can't think of anything, man. I'm not a man of
Are you going to
many
compete
words.
in NSL? You've reffed NSL. Are you going to compete in NSL?
I would like to. It's rough. The team I'm on is a lot of younger kids, so getting them to go somewhere is kind of rough. I can't. Normally when it's just a drive and maybe a hotel, I'll eat that cost, but I can't eat flights and hotel for 3-4 days. In Tampa or Rhode Island.
Adam, I've approved your request. I'm just waiting for it to process. Jordan, I love you.
Love you too, man.
Go live with Taco's Baby Go, for crying out loud,
All right.
Instagram.
Later,
I'm
man.
going to kick you off if you could voluntarily sort of leave this. I don't know how the fuck that works. Oh, like that. That's how that works. Adam, I don't know why this is not approving you. Send me another one. I don't know why this isn't working. I don't know what's going on. I have every intention on going live. Fucking love Lou. Are you kidding me? What am I gonna say no to Lou? You're higher than usual. Waiting for. Here we go. Tacos. Approve. Go live with Tacos Baby Goat. Please, Instagram. Adam, it's telling me you're unable to join. Are you on the Wi-Fi? I'm literally repeatedly pushing this thing. View. Accept from Adam Fairbanks. Go live. Bro, what the? Why? Hi, Tyler. Why is this not working? Adam, what's your Wi-Fi situation? Because if you're on plane Wi-Fi still, it's not going to work. Did you turn airplane mode off and see if you can connect to the airport's Wi-Fi? Or maybe you're on the move going from plane to plane. I'm going to make a lot of assumptions. I don't know why there's Roseville police outside of my store and why someone's pulling up right now, but we're going to see what happens. Roseville, baby. Why the fuck is it saying you can't join? This is ridiculous. Yes, go live with the mullet. Adam, I don't know why it's telling me that you're unable to join.
Whew.
Oh my God, it worked.
Bro,
Oh my God.
I'm in Denver airport right now, and
Send it. Bro, Adam, I love you. Send it.
Try.
I don't know how long you have, but do your thing.
I'm not going to get into technicalities. I don't know how long my voice has. I'm not going to get into technicalities, this, that, contract, he said, she said, but it was kind of messed up from the beginning. And that's what we're not all about. We're trying to be professional here. We're trying to figure stuff out. I'm not blaming this guy. I'm not blaming that guy. A lot of stuff went very wrong this weekend. A lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff went right.
It was a good event. Yeah, a lot of stuff. Everybody's talking about the negatives, this and that. It was a great freaking. Hold on, I got to see if I'm even in the right place right now. I don't think I am. I don't know. C-43. No, I'm not at the right place. I'm supposed to be on an airplane right now. So yeah, a lot of stuff went right. So
Send
I'd
it.
like to focus on that. It was
Fucking amazing.
It was a great event. Everybody loved it. I mean, yes, stuff went wrong. Refs this, Europeans that. Yeah. It was our first launch. And for anybody who thinks doing that is easy, you're out of your freaking mind. I'm paying out of my own money to go to Indiana and put on classes. That's how passionate I am about this. And to get some of the messages that I got saying that I don't care about this and that, like,
were your DMs as wild as mine?
We care. Yeah, we care about this a lot. Shoot, I don't know where I'm going. Yeah, I'm supposed to be on an airplane right now, and I have no clue where I'm supposed to be. Yeah. So, yes, things went wrong. We're working on that. Yes, we should have a U.S. Zebra crew. We are working on that. That way, they are trained. They know every rule. They know what to look for. They know this and that. Hold on just 1 second. I'm going to see if this guy can help me.
Welcome to the life of an airsofter.
I think I'm supposed to be at C43. No? Sorry, trying to figure this. 33. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, now that I know I'm going to gate 33. Yes, things went wrong. We're going to work on them. We're going to try to communicate better and figure out how we can make it better. Because it's supposed to be us doing all the work. Let NSL do all the work. Let the field owner do all the work. That way we could give the best experience to the players. It should be easy for the players that are traveling from across the U.S. just to come in, boom, and here you go. What Ethan did was amazing. The hotels that he provided for us. We didn't have to look up hotels. Boom, I got hotels for you. That's cool, that kind of stuff. That just one less thing for us to have to worry about coming over there. Stuff like that. Like that's what we want to do. We want to make it easier and better for the players. And I'm trying to run.
Because you can't physically run right now.
I'm limping right now, and it hurts. I will be at the hospital tomorrow or the doctor tomorrow. So, yes, I'm old. But, yes, stuff went wrong. We're only going to go up from here. The next one, Tampa, it's only going to get better. It's only going to get better. We learn from these.
Uh-oh.
We get better, we move on.
There we go.
I like that there's a lot of positive stuff in the chat talking about, coming together. I know, but we need to do that. Like, we need to stop this petty stuff. And I know a lot of it was my team. My team, my team gets fired up.
You mean Minnie?
I'm fired up right now. My team gets all of them. And I'm not going to get into it. I am not going to get into it. We're passionate. People say, people are getting mad over airsoft, shooting little beanies. No, this is my job. I do this for a job.
We are in this to literally win
I love
this.
Yes. So to say you're getting mad over shooting BBs, yes, to me it's a sport. If you're not getting mad over it, you're playing a game. This is a sport to me, not a game. That's why I care. That's why I'm passionate. That's why I'm flying out trying to help teams. Ask how many teams I tried to help while I was there. I went and shook the refs' hands after each event. I went and shook Ethan's hand after events. I care about this. I know everybody's mad at each other. I want to keep us all one. If it's going to happen, I don't know. But
I would like to point out the amount of times Adam had to calm his own team down and re-emphasize, hey, this ain't us. Calm the fuck down.
Yeah. So, I have to do that at every tournament because we're passionate about this stuff. I think I'm at the right one. Yes. And we're not boarding yet. So
Hot damn.
Good. Whew. I want to apologize to the players and teams that came out and, didn't have the best experience, that said they were confused. And I know it's hard to get out there to practices. I know the rules are confusing. That's why you have to get out there and play the sport. That's why if the practice is put on, you have to go practice. This isn't TDM. This isn't you just go behind a bunker and shoot. There's way more to this. You have to practice. So if you don't know the rules, that's kind of on you. Like, NSL can't be everywhere across the U.S. putting on practices. But if there's one that's going to be held, get there. Go to the Friday. Oh, you got to pay. Who cares? Who cares if you had to pay $40? You're practicing NSL. Go to practice the day before. That's my rant.
You gonna come hang out with me tomorrow?
No, I got way too much stuff to do. I've been away from Monk for a week. I got way too much stuff to do. But anything you got while I'm here? Anything
Give me when you get back. give me a point of contact for that fundraiser tournament that you guys can do. The one that we talked about. Did I talk about what? It was in the van I talked about that.
I heard you mention it, but I was thinking about dates and stuff.
Anytime you guys want to do a
C-tier
fundraiser
going on
tournament at True Aim on that big-ass hybrid field we have now, take all the tournament fees from that. If you want to use your own personal scubas and sell fucking scuba fills, go for it. If that's going to help get the homies a few $100 extra just to get to fucking Tampa, bro, I don't give a fuck. We made $8,000 on Kids Day. What the fuck do I care?
I appreciate it, and yeah, I will definitely be talking to you about that because that would help out tremendously. Because travel isn't cheap.
I assume I'd probably be dealing with like Morgan or Lonnie because you got a bunch of monk NSL shit you got to worry about. Or Gavin. Gavin hit me up.
Yeah,
Someone hit me up. Fuck, I'll coordinate with someone.
I try to delegate. The more I get involved with all this stuff, this makes it easier. So, but yeah, we will contact you and definitely use that. So, but I do appreciate, the time that you came out on your own and, did what you had
Not
to
the
do.
most technical commentary, but the most entertaining.
Thank you. Yeah, but you were fun. You were fun. We love it. We love you.
I'm stoked. I wish I had the ability to go to Tampa. I do not.
I wish you to.
I will say,
I wish you could do.
I have a couple. I have some ideas.
And
I'll talk to you in person.
I figured.
Baby, you know I always got a
Yes,
fucking
but,
plan
yeah,
somehow.
once again,
Anytime I can weasel my way into some fun
Yes, you do.
airsoft shit, if I could put my dick in an airsoft project, I'm gonna.
it's fun. It's fun. I can't talk like
Yeah,
that.
I figured that. That's why I'm real glad you got your earbuds in.
Trying to find it. Yeah. Thank you for that. But yeah, just once again to all the players that weren't happy with it, and a lot of it, sorry, couldn't be on the teams. You probably weren't happy with your performance because you don't know the event, the format. The format's rough. Do it. It's not bad. But if you didn't enjoy it, I'm sorry. I just wish everybody would, get along.
No, that's not part of airsoft. Airsoft is one giant echo chamber.
Yeah.
Are you about to get on a plane?
Are we on bees or what? Okay, sorry.
Lou, you're on deck after this. Lou, you better get ready.
Okay, you can go to the next people. I'm good. Love everybody.
Captain, I'll see you later.
Deuces.
Lou, send me an... Oh, Adam's still kind of connected. There we are. Lou, send me an invite, broski. Oh, Lou, sweetheart, you're on fucking deck, bro. Let's go. Time for you to grab the bat. Send it to me, Lou. You already know what's up. You won't. You won't. I legitimately wish I had the ability to go to Tampa. I don't. I have to be here. I took 2 weeks of a vacation. I worked SHOT Show. I had a bachelor party that was coincidentally in Vegas, and then I came to Indiana. God, I gotta spend some. I can't just be like, hey, I'm leaving. You know how I was gone for 2 weeks in January? I'm gonna fucking leave for another weekend in February. Oh, by the way, I'm also gonna take another weekend off to go to Cadre Mill Sim West. Like, when am I gonna work? Lou, honey. How's my battery doing? Oh, we're Gucci, baby. Who sent me a text message? Oh, it's a group chat. That's whatever. Lou. Oh, Lou. There's my guy. All right. Except, yes, I would love to go live with Lou Gone Loco. I have pushed the button. I am waiting for the thing to do the thing.
What you doing, bro?
Yo, the fucking champion.
What's going on?
Look at this Wow, yo, how is Batman? Is he okay?
Yeah, Batman is good. He's gonna be out for a little bit, but he's good. He's doing good.
Just a fucked up like what? He tear something?
Yeah, I mean he had a prior injury because he plays basketball. So, you know him. He go hard. He go hard.
Oh, so his ankles are like crackers.
Yeah, right now, yeah, he getting old.
I mean, why do you think you don't see me playing a whole fucking lot anymore?
Ah, man, you can play, man. You can play.
But I'm so lazy.
Now you just gotta get out there and do it. Throw a high cap in here. You good to go.
I'll do it at some fucking point because I need footage. What? So you've been in the chat since the jump.
Yeah.
Start to finish, what are your thoughts? You are one of the few motherfuckers whose opinions I actually listen to. Like most of the dudes, I'm like, you're fucking whatever.
Well, the thing is, it's like it just boils down to communication. You know, it's like if there's, how can I say, if there's gonna be instances where it's like the European refs are gonna like run the show, and the Americans, you know, can't have they don't have a say so. It's like, why even do it to begin with? You know what I mean? Because now it's like you had a lot of refs on the side that were just sitting there with their heads down. Like we even had it. Mind you, it's no shade to no teams. I'm not mad at no teams. All these teams be talking like we beat y'all, we did this.
Baby, if NSL ain't ready for the smoke, they ain't ready for American players.
It's a seeding tournament. You know what I mean? Like last year, we did good in majors. We did terrible in some majors. Back in the day, the end result, when we went to the championship, we won the championship. We went to the CQB tournament. We won the CQB tournament. When it matters, that's when we gonna show up. You got all this seeding shit. Everybody's like, oh, we're number one or we're this or that, bro. That's fine. You can have that. But when time shows and when it really matters, show up. That's it. And that's, you know, this is all learning curve for us. But the thing is, communication was just not clear. And then the thing is, like Friday, a lot of people walking around, you know, with their. I understand, you know, the safety. You know, I honestly, I was really just like, you know, bidding and just having, you know, people like, oh my God, safety. But it's just. Friday was one thing, Saturday was another thing, and then Sunday was a whole different, like every day was a different rule. All I'm saying is like, and it start that shit Friday. The thing that pissed us off the most was all them fucking admin penalties that we caught playing against Tacos. We're not mad at Tacos. That got nothing to do with Tacos. It's a simple fact. We're getting fucking penalty after penalty after penalty for bullshit that had nothing to do with the field. That's my biggest thing that pissed me off. They keep saying the EU.
I see that. The
EU added that on. If they added that on, how come that wasn't implemented on Saturday? How come it wasn't told on Sunday? That's just not even in the rule books. I had no idea what was going on. Everybody's getting penalties. It's not just my team. There's other teams that got penalties for nothing that had to do with the field. You know what I mean? So it's like before you get on the field, you don't even have a fair chance on even playing because it's a fucking penalty. You don't even know what the fucking penalty's for. Then
so your position is that you're talking about like the barrel cover shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So your position is that if some safety shit happens off field, it shouldn't impact the field.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or if anything, pull a guy. Like pull a guy, tell him to say he can't play this round or something, or he can't play that game, but don't sit there and say we gotta start 4-man down. Like we literally
I think that starts a fair discussion. I don't know one way or the other what the right answer is, but I think that's a fair discussion point to have, at least. What the fuck is Roseville's wild right now, bro.
Like the thing was see, you know what the problem is? I'm gonna tell you what the problem is. We got spoiled. Going to Sacramento, what they had and their standards, we got spoiled as all the players that went to Sacramento.
Uh-oh, your audio cut, my guy. Lou, either I can't hear you or no one can hear you. Hang on.
Can you hear me now?
There you are. Yeah.
You can hear me now? It's no shame to ShotZone. Like, it's my first time ever being.
No, your fucking voice just cut out.
It's cut out? Can you hear me now?
There it is. Well, what is up with your phone?
I don't know. Probably my connection. I don't know. Listen, I live in Jersey in the sticks, so it is what it is.
Jersey, sticks.
The thing is, it's just every day was just something different. So it was like there was like no rules enforced when we went Friday. See, when we went to Sacramento on Friday, all the rules were pretty much laid down on Friday. And yes, it was a lot different because Burt was there. A lot of the EU refs were there. So that's why I say we literally got spoiled being in Sacramento. So now going to ShotZone, it was a whole different ball Bert wasn't there, so Foz took over. I think it was just
And Five
Jess.
did a fire ass job, by the way.
Yeah, and
I was
I mean,
next to that dude the whole time. He was doing like 3 different jobs at once.
yeah, like I mean, I understand he really didn't have any help like that, but it's just like Friday. I know a lot of people walking around with no barrel. I understand the safety and all that, but it's like if I have a high capper
I
and my
see what you're
mag's
saying.
outside of my gun, and what
I see what you're saying.
that's all I was saying is like one of my guys that has a monk build. Well, not a monk build, but ESG, monk style, air attack, upper, all that. If he literally put his mag in as he opened the thing and put his mag in going in, and we got an admin for that. So that's why it's not like he was in the lobby with the mag in the gun and just running around,
He was in that little
loaded.
like Sally port.
We're going inside. They called us, mind you. It's not like in Sacramento when they say 20 seconds. There is 4 teams ready to go on the field. You see what I'm saying? Like there's a tunnel, 4 teams ready to go. In ShotZone, there wasn't that. Everybody had to go in and out the same entrance, and you only get 20 seconds. You got to run onto the field. You know what I mean? So it was just very like all.
So you're saying the scrimmages should have the same mindset and attitude as far as penalties as the tournament go, and to stop being so fucking lax on penalties on Fridays.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I felt like all that shit.
That's fair.
All that should have been sold on Friday, and then Sunday. What threw us off was the admin calls. Mind you, we didn't get no penalties on Saturday. We did really well on Saturday. Sunday we didn't get no penalties either until we played against Tacos. So that's why I said it's no shade to Tacos. It got nothing to do with Tacos is hooked up with NSL. It got nothing to do with that. It's just a simple fact. It's like when we played them, every round it was a fucking penalty on, and it was mainly admin penalties. And then it was one of my guys had got a hit for blind firing when, there's no shade to Tacos, but they both blind fired, but my guy got the penalty. You know what I mean? Like my guy got pulled for it.
Do you want more transparency?
Yeah,
ref transparency, ref consistency.
And then we got a penalty for talking in the dead box, but Tacos was talking in the dead box. They didn't get no penalty. So it's like it was like going back and forth. Like how are we supposed to look at it? Yeah, they won. We really don't care. Yeah, they won the match. I'm not putting that on excuses. All I'm saying is, how is it that we're getting all these fucking penalties, and then next thing you know, it's like we're fucked. Every time we go on a breakout wall, we got 3 people. We got 2 people. We even had 1v5. We had a 1v5. One of our players got 2 penalties at once. He had a first degree, a second degree because we touched the wall. And then TJ went over to talk to Foz because they said that, we're not even allowed to talk back to the refs. There's so many teams talking back to the refs. It was crazy. But guess what? Nobody's getting penalties. Nobody's getting
fighting that shit.
We talked back to the refs and we got penalties. Like, majority of the penalties we got had nothing to do with the no hit calls. It was just the extra bullshit around the board.
Yeah.
Like we got 2 penalties for talking in the dead box. We got TJ caught a penalty for talking back to Foz, made him sit out 3 breakouts. We got 3 penalties.
Oh, I do remember that. Ooh, yeah.
We caught 3 penalties for one of our guys took his barrel sock. So it's like every time we entered, he had took his barrel sock off. But he was like in the back of the line, so we were ready to run in onto the field. He got a penalty for that. One of my guys, like I said, he had a penalty for loading his mag going in. So it's not like a lot of these guys understand safety, but it's like we're gonna go play a match. So we're trying to get ready to go. So as soon as we go on the field, how many teams you saw running to their breakout wall when they said feet?
Yeah,
a lot of teams were doing it. So we're trying to like beat that and have everything situated. We still got to, if we're on offense, we got to grab the flag. We got to figure out if the offense team wants this field or that side, so the defense can line up. There's so much stuff that goes on in that 20 seconds that we're trying to get prepared, but at the same time being prepared, we're getting penalized. Mind you, we were doing it all day Saturday, and we had no issues. So that's where the disconnect became like, what the fuck is going on? And then
why was it acceptable on Saturday but not Sunday is what you're saying?
And then on top of that, I got pissed off because, you go on the field, and you're on the field, and listen, it's no shade to those refs or not like that. A lot of these refs, they weren't watching the game. I don't care about your experience. I don't care about any of that because I'm watching you. I'm literally sitting on the sideline. I played offense, and the other guys played defense. I'm watching the ref is looking down at the ground, but the ref is looking up. There was a play that we had against Elite. It's on YouTube. Like all this shit I'm talking about, you just pull it up on YouTube and watch it.
Correct.
The referee's looking. Matter of fact, the referee's looking up. He's looking up like this. Just had his like that. So Elias goes up to him and said, "Hey, was that a snatch?" And he paused for a minute. He literally paused for a minute and looked back at him and said, "Yeah, like that." We're looking like, what, bro? The horn went off already. The horn already went off, and he's saying it's a snatch. So now it's a snatch. So now it's like little shit like that. We're not, like I said, we're not mad at the teams because it's not the teams that's making the calls. It's the refs.
You want more consistency
Yeah,
and
that's all.
transparency.
Like I said, my team.
That seems to be a reasonable request.
Yeah, my like I said, my teams. A lot of people like, oh, you butthurt because we lost. No, bro, I'm not mad we lost. You can look at our resume. We won everything last year, and we ain't no local champs. We ain't no people that went in our town. We go to other people's towns and
I'm
win.
the champion of Reynolds.
Yeah. Everybody's like, they're like, oh yeah,
I'm the scourge of birthday parties.
And just to think about it, not a lot of teams can say they want a CQB title. Not a lot of teams can say that. So
No.
For people to be like, oh, murder ain't y'all Saudi, bro, we're not Saudi. It's a learning experience. Who cares? You know what I mean? At the end, it's a seeding
For
tournament.
everyone. Learning experience for ShotZone, for NSL, for the homies. Every motherfucker involved in this gets the learning experience.
Even in NXL and paintball, how many majors do they have? And then when it comes down to the World Cup, the real team shows up.
Yep.
So that's that.
The
And
motherfuckers
then, back to that.
don't pay attention at paintball, though, do they?
Nah. And
they didn't see homie with that fucking Iron Man match, and I almost bought his jersey after that.
And then the other thing, the only complaint I had was I understand like the amount of rest they had on the field. I understand all that, but it's just like you gotta look at it from a player's perspective. All right, the referees really run the game. You know what I mean? Football, soccer, whatever sport you like, the referees run the game. When you're in the field and you're looking at refs that they don't care about the game. Some of the other refs were telling the other refs to get more involved because they're just standing. Like you literally look at the ref. I'm literally watching this on YouTube right now. I'm literally watching it. So everything I'm talking about, I'm not like bullshit. They literally just standing there like they don't want to be there. You know what I mean? And then when you're in the lobby, you got like 3-4 refs in there that are more worried about like everything that's going on in there, just giving out penalties instead of go on the field. That dude don't want to be there. Go swap out. Shout out. Listen, I am gonna shout out Sarge. Sarge did do this. There's one kid on the field that wasn't like he acted like he didn't want to play. He took him off and he went in and filled his spot. So I will shout him out for that because at the end of the day, like he had that urgency. He went on there, pulled him out, and he stayed in and actually reffed that side. So that was dope. But other than that, it's just all these people. We're saying, how the European refs and the American refs, it just, honestly, it looked like nobody wanted to be there. That's really what it looked like. It really looked like we're all ready. Everybody practiced. I know SCA practiced. I know Tacos practiced. Everybody looked ready and sharp, ready to go, excited. But then listen, people could disagree with me or not, but you could ask the players, bro. They look like they didn't want to be there. They were just like this. Like there was even points where fouls, like referees to the field. The teams are ready. The teams are on the field. They're ready to go. And there was no refs on the field. So, I mean,
reffing is a rough life.
And then you gotta think, bro, all these teams, bro, the team fee is $600. All right? It's $600, number one.
Yep. Before travel.
For travel, like you gotta think each player just for this event with your team, you're probably gonna spend at least like $400 to $500. If you don't got no major sponsor or nothing like that,
yep,
you're spending $500 each. Remember, you guys.
You're spending at least $1,000 for NSL minimum. I'd say minimum $1,000, and that's with dudes sleeping on the floor.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. As a player, though, like a player, you're looking at spending like $500 each for rental, for BBs. Yep. People didn't even take it. They don't even add BBs to their cart. You gotta pay for BBs. If you gotta pay for air, I mean, all that it's little stuff, but that shit adds up.
It adds up.
And then
correct.
You gotta pay for food, while you're there. I mean, it's a couple dollars. So you gotta understand, a lot of these teams spending $500 versus going to their local field paying $30 for the day. $500 to $30. I
Good
mean, that's
news. The food's cheap in Martinsville because there's 4 fucking places to eat.
So it's just it's I know a lot of people that took the venture and actually flew out there and give an NSL shot. I don't know that many teams that will go all the way to Cali or go all the way to Rhode Island or go all the way to Georgia just for a Speaky B event. Majority of Speaky B events are all local teams.
Regional.
They're not teams that fly
Yep.
out. So
I
that's
didn't even play. I spent a good rack, maybe a little over. I didn't even, I just flew out there and chilled. That cost me probably a little over a rack.
sheesh.
That's before playing.
Yeah.
And I got it easy. I came from Vegas. Like, homies coming from, so behind the scenes, tacos, a lot of the Cali teams flew out of San Francisco because it was cheaper. So they fucking carpool to San Francisco, which is about 2 hours, just so they can save an average of about $200 per flight. So the struggle is real. And you're right, I don't see dudes doing that with Speed QB. Speed QB dominates regional, not national.
Like, and the thing, even with my team, we travel everywhere. Like, everybody be like, dang, y'all got from
I know,
the
because
West.
he was here.
Yeah.
He was in my shop.
Yeah, everybody's like, oh, y'all from the West Coast, the East Coast. No, Murdering it's a West Coast team, but we do have a lot of East Coast players. So even for this event, we mashed both teams. So it's not like it's our starting five from the East. It's not like it's a starting five from the West. We literally try to combine it. And mind you, we don't have time to practice and do all that. So a lot of stuff is new to us too. This whole format is new to us. So, like I said, over time, we're just trying to do it, get better, practice, evolve. Yeah, obviously, everybody's not gonna get it their first go around. I was pretty impressed. A lot of teams that they first go around, like how you talking about Bloodline, they did really well. A lot of teams caught on very fast. You know what I mean? So.
All right. So in July, CSL is going to be at ShotZone. Their Hoosier 5-on-5 major. Are you going?
Nah, I'm sorry.
Nah?
Nah.
Because of the field or because of CSL? Or because you got shit to do?
It's just, honestly, just the amount of money we spent is just, I don't know. Like, I have no problem spending money, but it just, like, even if you had another event at True Aim with Speaky B, I'm going to that. Even though, the rain.
So it's the field.
It was just a good experience, but overall, it's just, and then on top of that, with me renting and all that, honestly, I just wouldn't want the issues, and I don't know. I just want to do it, honestly. It's no shade or whatever. It's just rub me the wrong way. I'm just not spending my money to go out there. It is what it is. I got mad love for Keegan. Keegan knows I go to all his events. Any CSL event, Murder Inc. is there. We all pull up, but I don't think we're going back to ShotZone. Just
what do you individually, not your team, what does Lou need to see from ShotZone to go to an insert fucking ShotZone event here? If it's Speed QB, CSL, NSL, what would you need to see?
I mean, me personally, I know a lot of people say, I don't know Ethan personally. I just go based on what people say at this point. But, they say he cares about the community and all. And it's like, I care about the community a lot. I even had rifles, like my personal rifle. I was giving them out at the NSL event for people to run. I was giving people shit that cost me $1,000 and
let of your rifles on the field.
Yeah, and let it run it down to the ground. So like, it's not like I don't care, but I just that's really what it is. It's like I don't want to go to a place that like the referees don't care. I know Ethan cares. I know SARS, he cares. Obviously he came in here and voiced his opinion, but that's not everybody. You know what I mean? Like Rhode Island, you go to Rhode Island, their whole staff cares. You go to your field, the whole staff cares. You go to Sacramento, like everybody there is a vibe. I just didn't get that vibe ShotZone. So, like, why go there to start an argument? I'm not there to show my ass off. I'm not there to, embarrass myself or act a fool. Just me personally, I just feel like they just gotta do better and, take it with a grain of salt. I run a business too. There's a lot of people that say, yo, your guns suck or your guns are good. I take it with a grain of salt and I do better.
Fuck those people, dude. Your shit is fucking fire. Them shits are hot.
And yo, check this out. Cujo, if people don't know Cujo, listen, this guy is a pistol player. This guy only plays, I've only seen him with a pistol. I've never seen him with anything else. I was like, yo, run my AirTag. I have a whole AirTag custom AEG that had him, he was running that shit all day long. And he said, Lou, I don't think I'm going back to my pistol, bro. I'm literally going with this and that's it. And I was like shocked because that's coming from a pistol player. You know what I mean? So like, it was dope. It was real dope.
Mind you, Ethan just put in the chat, he's listening. So let's have a hypothetical, right? let's say, so I'll be an advocate for Ethan real quick. Let's say enough of the homies say that CSL event in July was fucking fire. Fucking NSL must have been some weird ass X factor. Like the planets were not aligned for that shit. I don't know if there's some weird fucking Virgo meets a Pisces kind of bullshit in there, but CSL was a great event. Do you go back to ShotZone hearing that?
Of course, 100%. Listen.
You're welcome, Ethan.
For me, Keegan's
I won't even
word.
take commission on this shit.
For me, Keegan's word is what it is. If Keegan says, "Yo, this spot is good," because Keegan knows how to run his shit. I'll tell you that. And it's no shade to Burt. It's nothing with like Keegan staying behind shit. So like, it's like up in the air. You know what I mean? It's not like
reason I'll let Keegan do shit for free in California.
Yeah, it's not like I'll never go back there. It's just as of right now. It's just after this weekend. It's like, you gotta have that shit processed.
The sore spot.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm literally watching this right now. You got look, the gameplay is on right now, and the ref is looking at the fucking penalty box, and there's nobody at the penalty box.
How's the commentary on what you're watching right now?
It's great. It's great. I don't know who the guy is, but he's great. He has a good voice.
Some fucking degenerate that had no shit. That was talking shit, saying something smart, and then talking shit.
Yeah.
Yo, AJ, there is very little diversity in fucking Indiana. Let me tell you, as a very white guy, I had to wait for the teams to come in to see someone that didn't look like me. Saying that's no shade to Indiana, that's just how it goes down. But Indiana is not known. I don't think Indiana, or maybe we'll just say Martinsville. I don't think Martinsville, Indiana, was known for its diversity or, shall we say, elaborate foodie culture. Lou, is that a safe statement?
You know, it's crazy because, come from the East Coast, we're like real loud, obnoxious people, and, we're very different from Cali. Very different.
Very different.
So when we go to a buffet spot, everybody's just looking at us like, who the hell are these guys and where are y'all from? So
these guys play basketball? Is this a rap group or a rock group? What is this?
So they're like, what do you guys do? Like, and they're not afraid. They're like, what do you guys do? Like, what is it? Why are you here? So,
how was China Buffet?
We're telling, huh?
How was China Buffet? Did you go to that?
Yeah, it was all right, decent. I ain't a big big on China. It's TJ. TJ wanted the buffet spot. TJ big boy. So
I fucking love that dude.
He's
the fucking one-on-one that I, as a fan, was robbed of was TJ versus Lonnie. That was what I was praying for all fucking weekend. I got TJ versus Adam, and that shit was hot, but I'm pretty sure Adam had no knees on Sunday.
For a lot of people that don't understand, but it's like the plays that we did just to try to get 5 people back. I know Adam is feeling it, bro. I know he is feeling. You seen him hustling his ass trying to hang that flag?
You should have seen him at Walmart the next day. He tried to get 2 of those electric carts that, like, you give the old people, like those little motor carts. Both of them didn't work. He was like, fuck it, I don't care. And he was treating a regular cart like a walker. That shit was sad and funny.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He didn't have any. You heard him like a few minutes ago. Dude has no voice, has no knees. He's done as a human. Like, he's barely holding on right now. He's going to go to bed for 3 days.
Sheesh. Yeah. It's crazy. I just called Matty Ice earlier, and he's like, yo, bro, I'm still recovering. That dude is still slumped.
Yo, is this the God Thomas? Yo, is this the God Thomas Taylor in the chat? Ooh, I'm fucking famous. Yo, when HK was in the chat for the NSL on Saturday, motherfucker, I made it. Woo!
Yeah. Nah, HK doing big things. I do respect them. I've been following them for like the past 5 years. So to see their growth and see the products they got now versus back then, because back then they wasn't that that so-called paintball that you wanted to grab stuff from. So
I'm very curious to see what HK's gonna do to piss off a lot of people.
Yeah, but the thing is, what a lot of people don't know is like you got to think more of like the future. HK is going to open the door for airsoft. So now other companies are going to be like,
yeah, that's the
F1,
dude. If any motherfucker can launch shit, yeah,
they're going to be like, you know what, we got to get on board too. So HK Army, they literally opened the door for airsoft. Literally.
When I saw that Mark had Dylan on, ultimate fucking airsoft nerdgasm, bro.
Yeah.
I was stoked. Like, as a diehard fucking nerd of like all aspects of this shit, yeah, I'm I think people underestimate how fucking nerdy I am. I did commentary for NSL, and next month I'm gonna go be Milson West Cadre. So I get to say some shit about being a fucking nerd.
Yeah, that's dope though. I love how like both sides. Like at first it used to be like
You had
Milson
to do
versus,
one or the other.
yeah, it used to be Milson versus Speed Soft. Now it's like Speed Soft versus paintball. So it's
Now it's
like
just
okay,
airsoft.
yeah,
I was just like, all right, what fucking flavor of nerd do you want? Do you want to do like the paintball side of nerdy shit? Do you want to dress up like a fucking Call of Duty character? Like, what do you want to do?
Now another thing too I want to mention about the CSL is the CSL is going into their third season. All right, they're going into their third season. Their first season was really rough.
NFL's in their first.
Yeah, CSL.
Not only their first,
their
that was their second event, which
Yeah.
was very impressive for a second event.
Yeah, and they got had
Dude,
15 people.
my first 5 tournaments that I did were shit shows with
Yeah.
Airsoft Ministry.
But for CSL going to the third season, it's tightened up. So it's like it's dope. It's really like a lot of shit he got
Keegan
going
has this
on.
shit in the lock.
Yeah. Like I said, the first season
I'm
was a
very
shit show.
excited.
First season was a shit show, but it got better. Second season was fucking phenomenal. And then, he changed the game by doing, cash prize for the championship, all that. So it's like, so now third season, everybody's like, yo, we on board. Like we ready for CSL. Like so ready for
Reason,
CSL.
anytime Keegan wants to come out here, he can do that shit for free as long as I can provide refs.
And then
Keegan says, yo, I got 6 refs. I don't want your fucking money.
Yeah.
I'll make money off doing your other bullshit.
And then with NSL, this is like NSL's first major event. Mind you, like the first all right, so look, let me explain to the people about their first event. See, their first event, they had 9 teams. You had 8 games. So you played 8 games, guaranteed. Win or lose, you could lose all your games. You were playing 8 games. So I know other people had expectations going into this same tournament the same way. Because mind you, it's a seeding tournament. So everybody thought, I even thought too, that we were playing every team because it's a 2-day event. So, but for them to say you only got 4 games and then, you have to place high enough to go to the next level and next level, it also threw everybody for a curveball as well. Because remember, the first event that they did, it was a vibe, man. It was like something crazy. Man, my body was so sore the whole weekend. So that was another thing that kind of threw everybody for a curveball. Like, damn, we're paying $600 for like guaranteed 4 games, and if you don't do well, like think about all the other teams that didn't do well. They played 4 games and went home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just and then the thing is, like, you play 1 game in the morning and then you play the next game at 5:00. So it's like,
Or it's CQB, double a limb.
yeah, I mean, Speaky
You lose 2, you're out.
Yeah, Speaky B is like, but Speaky B, what they're doing now is they let you play everybody. Well, something like that. They let you play everybody. Like, get your warm up in, and then their tournament is 1 and done.
Yep.
So like they'll do 2 stages. So the first stage you'll play everybody. Then the second stage is 1 and done. That's it. And I think CSL is doing the same thing. First stage you'll play round robin, you'll play everybody, and then second stage is just 1 and done.
Mm-hmm.
But like
That's what I
said,
do like about NSL is it's more round robin than anything else.
yeah,
Like, I think that, because even I'm starting to write up tournaments that are round robin, because a lot of dudes, even if you're paying, let's say, so my normal field fee is $25. Let's say you pay double the fucking normal field. Let's say not even that, but you pay $30 to $45 per person, and you get fucking knocked out off the jump. That shit wasn't worth your day. You're not gonna want to jump in with the kids on public play. You want to fucking round robin. You want to fucking play everyone. I think round robin is the future of airsoft tournaments.
Yeah,
because
I
you
agree.
get more value out of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what NSL does spectacularly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but like I said, all in all, I mean, everybody's gonna have a different perspective on the event. Everybody's gonna have. Now, honestly, with me, I already knew it wasn't gonna be like all high and mighty because it's the first one. I've experienced that with CSL.
Soft tournament.
Yeah, I've experienced that with CSL. It's not gonna be as smooth. You know what I mean? So I'm not like, it's not like I'm particularly mad. It's not particularly I'm mad at ShotZone. Like, I hate ShotZone. I got nothing to do with that. It's just, like I said, just gotta do better, and the communication just gotta be there. You know what I mean? Like, when I was there, I don't even know what Ethan looks like. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't introduced to
Really?
the
Yeah,
dudes
that's
and not
fair.
like
Players
that.
ain't gonna know that.
You know what I'm? But I'm just saying. You know, me personally, I'm just saying. Like, I'm new to your business. Like, I want to spend money with you. I'm not gonna sit there and just, you know, like, I want to spend the money with you. You would think that, all right, look, I'm this person. What you need help with? Look, you know, you can go over here or over here. I guarantee. You know, I understand that he got us the hotels and whatnot. But like I said, I don't even know what he looks like. To be honest, I really don't.
He looks like this, but this is black.
Oh, he's the bald head dude with the beard, right? The black beard.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep. Old Blackbeard.
Cause I seen some lady in the front. I seen an older lady in the front. So
That
I ain't know,
was
you know, I ain't know,
either
you know.
Saturday or Sunday, but yeah.
Yeah, I think she was there Sunday. Cause
Yeah.
that's when I found out they had food there. I didn't even know they had food there.
Yeah,
They
because
had
he,
the nachos.
well, I mean, fuck, bro. Everyone was running around doing everything. So unless there was like a big ass 3x3 foot sign, you ain't gonna know.
Yeah.
You just think he's another dude. I get that all the time though. Like people come in the store, unless they see me on like me talking about, unless they've seen me talk shit, they ain't gonna know I'm owning shit. But I mean, to an extent, I like that. So I, as an owner of shit, like that people don't know I own shit because because once they find out you're the owner, they treat you. It was like when I used to be a cop. Like once they find out like what your role is, they will treat you differently based on what your role is. Like, wait, why? Why does a fucking what I put on my W-2 make a fucking difference? Like I'm still in here selling fucking nerd shit. I'm still fucking doing my thing. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird being at this. I'm telling you from experience. At an ownership level, it's very unique in this business. There's not a lot of like, oh shit, that's the owner. Like, yeah, I'm still kind of high. So what the fuck? Like, why? What do you care?
Yo, but
Like,
one thing I do want to add.
Yo, I'm 4 deep with these fucking things.
Yo,
and I fucking own this shit.
One thing I do want to add, the FPS. The FPS, it's a very, very big problem in NSL. I forgot to even mention it.
Send it.
Very, very big problem, especially at ShotZone, because ShotZone is the biggest fucking field. So you're telling me, right? If I have a green gas high caliber pistol, and I'm just fucking sharpshooter, not me. I'm just saying, if I'm just somebody that thinks in their head they're a sharpshooter, and they're from one side trying to shoot the fuck out of home, and say you do hit home, do you think he's gonna feel that shit? No, he ain't gonna feel that shit. So now you as a player, you're gonna get mad at the other fucking team because he's not calling. That field is fucking long as hell. That field is long as shit. I think, like going to Sacramento, that field was big. But ShotZone Indy, their field is long as hell. So the FPS there, it don't fucking match the field. It just don't. You got players mad at other players because they're shrugging BBs, they're eating BBs, but it's like you're mad because the FPS is super fucking low. Like the CSL, it's 350 with 2.5s. You're going to feel that shit. You're going to feel that shit. That's a tickle. This is fucking 300, 1.1 joules. It's like 308 with 2.5s. You really telling me
so for the longest time,
that shit?
You've seen my speed field, or what used to be my speed field.
Yeah.
So the design behind that, back in the day, I asked Roy from CQB, yo, what is the smallest allowable field you're fucking Gucci with? And he told me 90 by 60, and that's what I did for that reason. So now, because I saw what N1 was doing, and N1 is fucking butthole tight.
Yeah.
So now I've got a current format that I'm working on, and HP, I don't give a fuck what the gun is. The Joule max is 1.5. You got a pistol, 1.5. You got a rifle, 1.5 joules. As long as you don't go over it and the max you can do is 2. Yo, 1.5 joules with 2.8s? Ooh.
That shit,
and you
that's
can't wear a fucking sweater because go fuck yourself.
Now, see, the thing is, what the Europeans don't understand about the Americans is in Europe, they've been doing this for 2 years. Number one, they've been doing this for 2 years. The refs are very experienced with this, and they have
the scene
10
is
refs,
very different.
They have 10 refs on the field, and there's pretty much, there's like 13. There's literally 5 refs per player to watch you shoot that person and pull the person out of the field.
Yep.
and their field is not as big as Shot Zone. But I'm saying
Shot
for
Zone
Shot Zone field,
big.
for Shot Zones, I feel like the FPS should have been up just a little bit more. But I know that's an NSL thing. But that's another
Yeah.
issue because I know a lot of players are like, this team is eating BBs, or this team is cheating, or this team. And to eliminate that, that's what you got the refs for. You know what I mean?
Because even
Sometimes you might
just
not
put in
feel
the chat
something.
that his personal limit for his tournament formats, his organic shit is 1.2 joules. That's better.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. 1.2 is fine. To me, I feel like shooting anywhere like from 310 to 320, because a lot of people weren't shooting 300. A lot of people shooting
hell no.
280, 290, 295. A
Yep.
lot of people shooting that. Not a lot of people shooting like
That's
1.1
a
on the dot.
tickle.
Like you're not gonna, especially say someone got arm pads on and they're shooting like this, and you
They're
shoot
gonna
him in the
feel
arm
that.
pads. You think he's gonna feel that? No, he's not gonna feel that.
They're not gonna feel it. They're not gonna hear it.
So as a player, you're gonna get frustrated. You're gonna be like, damn, I got that shot off, and he's not
Oh,
calling.
this fucking team is cheating.
Yeah,
No,
because like
you're
all
fucking
weekend,
going corner to corner.
all weekend, just sitting there listening to other teams. They fucking eating BBs. They're shrugging. They're doing this. Bro, nobody's shrugging shit because the fucking BBs don't fucking hurt. That's number one. Nobody's shrugging shit. You can literally shoot from one side to the other.
Europeans are too nice. They're too fucking nice.
But their field, if you really look at their field, it's not as wide and it's not as big. Shot Zone is a fucking big ass field. I've never been on a big ass
As
field like
fuck.
that.
100 and I think he's Ethan can confirm this. I think he told me 125 feet by 70 feet.
Yeah, it's just.
I believe that were the dimensions.
Like if you say you're in Snake trying to shoot out the dude in that little Dorito, you're gonna have to shoot him like 10, 20 times. I've seen a lot of like if you even look at footage on the NSL, you'll see the Snake player shooting at the guy at Dorito a lot of times, and then him calling. So I mean,
because he can't feel shit because he's jacked up.
That I think, like, you know, and like I said, it's in its infant stage yet again. You know, it's a new league. It's something new to us over here.
It's first gen.
You know,
yeah, 120 by 70 feet. Ethan just threw that in the chat. And that's his field dimension.
And the thing is like, you know, another thing too, Europeans, they have their own methods. You know, that's something they're not used to with us over here. Like I even told them at Sacramento, they're over here like, yo, y'all don't know the rules. Y'all don't know the rules, bro. It's our first event. No, we don't know the rules. Every day it was something different. We didn't get frustrated because it's a learning curve. It's an experience for us. But they were just like so fucking pushy. Like, you don't know the rules. You don't know this. You don't know that. We're like, duh, we don't know this shit because it's fucking new. You've been doing this for 2 years. It's our first one here. You know what I mean? So
even if you read the rules, reading and applying are two different things. That's how learning works.
So how the referees were saying that the Europeans were like, bro, I already know that because that's the same way how they was in Sacramento. They was like that on the players. Like, they're like, oh, yeah, you know, y'all Americans, y'all shrug shit. Bro, most of these fields you go to, 350s are a limit with .2s.
Yep.
So you guys are shooting baby shit. You guys are shooting baby shit and mad at us because we're not calling.
Yep. I agree. I wholeheartedly agree.
But that's pretty much it. Honestly, like I said, I don't want to, like, I'm not trying to downplay or talk, you know, shit about their staff. Like I said, I don't even know them.
I don't perceive you doing that at all. It's an opinion.
That was my first time there. You know, I'm gonna go based on Keegan. You know what I mean? If Keegan says, "Yo, listen, this thing was where it's at," and even if he needed refs, because I know some of my guys that's going back and forth with NSL and CSL and CQB, it's tough to like pay for every fucking thing going out like every single weekend. You know what I mean? Like CSL starts April 14th. NSL has their thing in SAC like April 3rd. Like everything is like back to back. So, you know, we gotta like
pick a month
which one we're gonna go to.
At most. Yeah. That's when I saw the schedule, like, ooh.
Yeah.
That's not a lot of time to recover the bills.
Yeah. So
they must be on some different shit in Europe.
So if anything, I know you know, it all depends. It all depends what's going on with my squad. Like we love to play. We love to play every tournament style. We're not just one team dedicated to one league. We play everything. So I definitely, even if Keegan's like, yo, Luke, just fly out. You know what I mean? Fly out. I don't even gotta play. Just come out, support CSL. I'll do it. I got no problem with that. But it's just, like I said, it's just communication. You know, like I said, it's a learning curve. I know with the bullshit that happened this weekend, next year, if they decide to have that or they do CSL instead, it's gonna be 10 times better because they're gonna learn from the mistakes. Everybody gonna learn from the mistakes. The players are gonna learn from the mistakes.
I'm throwing the smoke, baby. No one wants to fucking do it except leave a nasty ass comment. Fuck that. Let's talk some shit. And also give credit where credit is due. Because
Yeah.
there's mad credit to fucking Ethan. Bro, who in Airsoft goes to a Holiday Inn and says, "Hi, I own an airsoft field. Will you give a bunch of fucking like degenerates a discount?" And they go, "Yeah, sounds like a good idea." What?
Yeah,
Who
I
the
think
fuck
they're
does
I think
that?
they were sold out. I think they packed the whole.
Why,
Yeah, I think it was sold out.
why do you think I had to go to a different hotel?
Oh
It
damn.
wasn't by choice. It's because they sold the fuck out of those rates.
Mm-hmm.
And the last, because I booked my shit, or I think early January when I got paid. And they're like, yeah, the only thing we have after this is like a $200 a night fucking king suite or something. Like all they had was like VIP shit. Like, oh, no. Daddy's gonna just go somewhere else. Thank you though. They sold the fuck out. No one. I've personally never seen someone go that far for their fucking dudes.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Like I said, I could be ignorant because there's a lot of stuff I don't know. That I know. They put on their page. They put on their homepage that they had a. If you're looking for a place like for a hotel that they had it
Yep.
on their homepage. That's how we found out about it, and we booked it. But I didn't know he went above and beyond and got it at a discounted rate. So I mean that's dope as hell.
Yo,
But like
Andy's right.
man to man,
They KFC ran out of fucking chicken and had to close early because they mobbed that bitch.
like I said, it's man to man. It's good to have conversations like this because it's from a player. This is coming from a player. You know what I mean? This is coming from a player that's putting money into the business. It's always good to hear from us, and it's always good to hear from you. It's just like I said when we were there, it was just disconnect because we don't know what's going on, and he don't know how we feel. You know what I mean? So
There's a lot of shit that happens. I'll tell you, there's always something behind the scenes that managers and formats don't want their fucking players to know for ego reasons, embarrassment reasons, whatever the fuck you want to call it, or just respect.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, I got the fucking contract. Ain't no one said me that before. Like, oh, you want to know what's in the contract? Boop, there the fuck is. But there's a lot of shit that players aren't going to see behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And it's not everyone. This might be an American thing. Everyone is looking for a fucking finger to point when it's not always the case. Like, yo, what if they didn't think of that? Like, what if they just didn't? There's so much shit I've never thought of sometimes. Like, oh, no, 10 players did that. I didn't fucking think of that. How do we handle this now?
Yeah.
That's what happens behind the scenes. That's the fucking shit with owning a fucking field. Especially two. He's got fucking two.
I like, you don't have to go into the whole contract bullshit. Like, I honestly,
No, I'm not gonna. It's not needed.
I really did that to stir the pot. Honestly, I care.
I know you did, baby, and I fucking love you for it.
That has nothing to do with me. That's between NSL and you. That don't pay my bills, so I could care less. You know me, I do that just to stir the pot to see what's really going on.
This the dance we do, though.
But like I said, it's nothing. Ethan or even their staff there to get upset about. Honestly, it's just, all right, look, we did this. We fucked up here. We did good here. Now let's take everything we learned and we're going to make this shit better. I mean, like I said, in the business, it only grows. You know what I mean?
Yes.
If you go down, that's on you. But from here, it's only going to get better.
It's only going to get better. I agree. I 100% agree. I'm telling you, ShotZone's about to be one of the top 3 fucking tournament fields in the country for Airsoft.
But
that's what I see.
I feel like
maybe he goes out of business next week.
If they ever do an NSL contract, they should go to they should put the 1.2 joules because it's a big ass field, bro. That field is long as hell.
I agree.
That 1.2, I think that 1.2 is solid. 1.1, nobody was shooting 1.1. Nobody was shooting 1.1. Everybody's shooting like 280, 285 with 0.25.
I think everyone that listens, that you could clip this shit. Everyone that's been watching this and listening, send this shit to Bert. I've been working with Bert since pandemic, since all the Call of Duty shit that CQB did. I've been working with Bert for a couple of years. That dude will listen because he is incredibly this is his baby. This is I'm going to guess he didn't show up to this because he thought it was a better idea for him to just not be there and avoid confrontation because he's so married to NSL. Like, he has his personal value, I think, invested in this. So if dudes hit Bert up and go, hey, can we get if the field's jiving with it, can we get 1.2 joules? And he'd probably go, okay, let me ask the field. Bert's a G. Bert's a fucking G.
Yeah. But I mean, like I
I don't
said,
think
you
they
know,
have a dual limit overseas.
hopefully, you know, a lot of people they're not butthurt with the whole situation. But you know, I speak my mind. I'm not gonna sit there and just sugarcoat shit. You know, like I said, I speak from my players' perspective. I speak to the players. Mind you, like I said, I do business with players. Like all the guns I do, I listen to what the player tells me. The player be
That's
like, look, I don't want
good
this
feedback.
motor. I want this motor. Like everybody keeps telling me, yo, go brushless. So guess what? I'm going brushless. Everything I sell gonna be brushless. Because at the end of the day, at a competitive level, nobody wants no fucking burning motor.
Nope.
You know what I mean? So everything somebody tell me, all I want to do is just make it better. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, nah, I know what I'm doing. I just listen to what the
I
people
agree.
say. And on top of that, like I said, these events, I always bring all my shit and just let people run it to the ground, see where it goes.
I agree. All right, G. I'm gonna let you go.
All right,
I'm
my
gonna get
guy.
out of here because it's fucking
Appreciate you.
almost 9 o'clock. It's time to go home. I fucking love you guys. I'm going to. Where is this? I'm gonna leave y'all with Ephesians 4:32, which states, "Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as Christ God forgave you." That is my advice to everyone. If you have anything you want to talk about, go to Bert directly. Bert's a fucking G. He's one of the smartest dudes I've ever met. And God bless all of you. I've got 4 beers in me, so I really have to pee. So I'm just going to end it here. I fucking love all you kids. Thank you for tuning in. I am going to keep this on my IG. I'm going to save it to this, and I'm also going to upload it to my YouTube. YouTube, I don't think the chat is going to load, but I fucking love you guys. So I love you. Follow me on Instagram if you want. Check out the YouTube if you want for me more talking shit. I fucking love you guys. God bless all of you. I pray for everyone. Shout out to Batman. My prayers go to Batman for getting better. God bless him. And I'm out.